it's supposed to feel.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took a red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
How's it supposed to feel?
How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.
How's it supposed to feel?
How's it supposed to feel?
Greetings, fellow beings. Welcome to another Friday Night Culture. Wait, not Friday. Sunday Night Culture. That's right. Get your culture after dark. We got so much going on. I'm sorry, I was confused. I thought it was a karaoke again because CC karaoke's in the back there. So easily distracted. Let me tell you, I'm like squirrels. So anyway, let's see. What do we got going on? Well, we've got a great panel show tonight for you. We're going to talk about some Ecomania. Because I know everybody's just dying for that show to come out. We got definitely going to talk about some Disney financials because something important's coming up here in the near future. We're going to talk about maybe a few other things in regards to the Marvel, since it's been 8 or 9 consecutive days of dismal Disney, and I wasn't even doing videos for it. So we've got a lot to get to, but we've got a great panel here in the back. I want to say hi to each and every one of you. I think I was highlighting people as we got started. Some people already know and have clued others in. It is my birthday in a couple of days, so I may do a birthday stream. We'll see. It depends on if I'm up for it. But as Six would say, it's my birthday month. Speaking of Six is here. Hello, Six. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so excited to talk about your birthday for the next week. It's going to be great.
I can't hear sarcasm in your voice at all.
No, happy birthday. So 69, yeah. That's a pretty big deal.
Hey, when I get to be 69, that's going to be a heck of a stream, let me tell you.
Yeah, in a couple days, right? Yeah.
Would you stop it? I'm not that old. Why are you do that to me?
Because I love you.
I am the Gaba Gandalf, though. Sorry, there you go. I need a 3,000 watt base machine. That's what I need. I also need some Judicon in my life. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I saw Darcipio here. I saw Sandy Monkey here. I saw Marcus in the chat. What's up? Marcus Squintus. We got Jonah Hex joining us tonight. There's Krimlon. Look at all these lovely beings. I highlighted a bunch of them early on, but I have to say hi to Penny. Hi, Penny. SFX314, Sabretooth Raptor, Empress, and Rembrandt's here. The Christmas Child. That's a cool name. And Walter Tomaszewski. TT's dropping in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Let's see. We got a few more folks I wanted to highlight. And then we'll talk to some people like, I don't know, Jacob. Jacob, how are you doing, man? You good?
I'm so old. I remember when Culture used to have 2 shows on Sunday.
That's true. That's true. That is pretty old. It's like 3 years ago. We got to start doing that again. I got to figure out how to navigate Sunday mornings so that I can have a little free time. But yeah, and then right there is the Canadian singer himself. He's famous or infamous, depending. What's going on, CC Karaoke? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Glad to be here.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here. We had a little bit of fun streaming with a new streaming setup on Friday night. A little bit earlier than normal. It was a good time.
Yeah, I think we might push the whole karaoke thing up a bit. Do it earlier in the night.
Yeah, it gives everybody a chance to run off and go do some other stuff too. So, well done. It was fun. Hopefully, we get to do it again soon. And last but not least, my actual co-host of this show has been here. It's been a minute and a half. What's up, Jolly?
What are you talking about? I was here last week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'm just glad to see you survived the 50th Cotton Council last night. You left kind of suddenly. I was a little worried, to be honest.
Oh no, I honestly I did have other obligations, so I made my hello, and no, everything was fine. I'm used to having puppets talk over me, so it's fine.
And insult you?
That's fine too.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, yeah, I used to hang out with Pero, so what did that tell you?
Right. It's good to be here for another Sunday Night Culture, and hopefully we got a good one tonight, huh? We're not. Just please don't tell me we're talking about Brie Larson.
No, although we could.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how I'm old. I'm pretty old. Look at all these people in the chat. I got Putin's cat. That rhymed accidentally. We got our good friend Space Dave 2000. Hope you're doing well there. Let's see. What do we got going on? Who else? Popsicle's here. What's up, Popsicle? There's the Peter Venkman fan site. There's Shellback. What's up, Turtle Man? Davinia Duckworth's hanging out. We got Mephisto wishing me a happy birthday. We got Bill Barclay here. We got John Post. What's up? Look at this. Aaron Ratliff's hanging out. You guys are great. I'm loving it. I just realized I was clicking on the wrong chat.
A row of bolds.
Oh my gosh.
Where do these bald men come from?
We got toxic man flu. We've got 1.5 rows of balds. I don't know what's going on here.
We've got an L-shaped bald thing going on.
Yeah.
El Baldo. Wow. So our new arrivals are the amazing Tom Connors, who got me a birthday present.
What's
I didn't realize it was your birthday.
Not yet. We're coming up on it. We're coming up on
Didn't you have one of those last year?
I did. Yeah. This year it's on a Tuesday.
You're so needy.
When I get older,
How many birthdays do you expect us to celebrate?
2 days from now.
It's old enough now. We should do it every 5 years.
Weaves and wine.
Oh boy.
Birthday greetings all of the time.
What did he get you, Culture?
Oh, I have to show you. Okay, so I did an unboxing video. It's a short because I didn't want Tom to miss the actual moment that I opened my birthday present.
See this? Where is it at?
It's a Pet Tom action figure. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I wish. No. This is
correct.
Oh my.
Very small.
This is actually something very near and dear to my heart. It's very special. I'm going to embiggen myself for this. So hang on a minute. How do I
want to see the video though? Where's the video?
You will. Calm down. It's coming. Grant's editing it right now. What
do you mean editing it? You could have just put it out. What the?
Is that Jesus?
No, this is the dude because I am the dude.
He's pretty close to Jesus, though.
Listen.
Just don't play the Eagles,
and
man.
It's been copyright claimed.
Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, you know?
That or duder, El Duderino, if you're not into that whole brevity thing. Truly,
Tom, truly one of the coolest gifts I think I've ever received. Ever. And then, oh God, yeah, no kidding. And then of course, he wasn't done. He got me a dude Christmas ornament
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so rad. It's so rad, man.
So fucking gay.
Why is that gay? I mean,
Dudes in each other's presents.
Yeah.
You know what I got for my birthday from Tom this year?
A whipping.
Oh wow. Nudes?
Absolutely
Not
nothing.
a fucking thing.
Yeah.
No fucking thing. Well, you've got something in common with most of us then, Six.
Yeah.
We just got past 10 minutes. So that
Everybody gets a dick pic from me on their birthday.
Yeah, I know. I got one last year. I appreciated it. I thought that was a great.
The funny thing was, it wasn't Tom's dick.
That's right. You never know which dick you're gonna get.
Whose was it? We won
the roulette table. It just.
Oh, you guys are saying you guys, hey, look, my birthday's Tuesday. Actually, you have to celebrate another birthday before mine. You have to tomorrow. Just remember, in your socials or during her live stream at Magic Kingdom, you have to wish Lorena Creel a happy birthday because she's on the 6th and I'm on the 7th.
Well, today is Saggy Melon's
You
birthday.
two twins?
So, if you know who that is.
I do.
No, we're not.
Saggy Melons.
Yeah.
But Saggy Melons, Saggy Melons' birthday. I wished her a happy birthday. I'll be wishing Lorena a happy birthday again.
I'm not wishing Saggy Melons happy birthday till she appears on movie night for me. She stuck me 3 nights in a row.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay.
I have saved every dick pic I've ever received since being online.
Oh wow, really?
6
As
of them are for
collateral.
me.
In case
You took mine. You've actually asked for more.
Some of these guys might run for office someday, and
After being on these shows,
Joke's on you. I'm not running for anything.
You could put those in an art gallery, Six, as like an installation, modern art.
You know, Six, I can only give you so many different angles. All right.
Let
I
me
need
change-
a
I'm
longer
gonna change
lens.
I'm going to change my profile
Yeah,
pic.
microscope.
to one
The
of
first
them
time
right now.
hanging out with the Dix division ended
Watch
any
it, Baldy.
political career I could have had.
There you
Baldy
go.
in the bottom left or right.
Indeed, but I didn't get a chance to finish introducing everybody. The other two balls. We'll start with the fashionable ball. Brahma Bull. How's it going, brother? You doing
Pretty
good?
good. Happy
Yeah.
birthday coming up. Is this a big 7-0? No?
Man, I want to flip you off.
So we're talking about Brie Larson tonight, I heard?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
It is your
Seeing how
birthday
many-
stream.
I'm just trying to see how many of the co-hosts I can actually piss off right off the bat.
Wonderful. Nano Reaper says I will be older than Vlad Tepish. I don't think so. No, I'm going to be, let's see, 50.
Did anyone notice that
Nine.
Six's avatar,
Six's new avatar.
that chick is framed by hot dogs?
Yeah,
That's
They're
cool.
all smacking her in the face.
a lot of wieners there. Hey,
Makes
what's up,
a rectangle.
Sundowners?
I see that every
Sundowners-
Saturday night.
Sundowners was hanging out with X-Wing
Wiener?
last night. Say again?
You know, wieners getting slapped in faces. Yeah, it's called the Cotton Council.
Oh yeah, that's normal. Yeah, early birthday wishes. Thank you, Archie. What's up, Yeknomino? Makini's here. Makini, I'm with you, brother. Prayers to you and your family right now, man.
How come they're
Need
not
something
talking
with
about
me.
you on like national news? You know?
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
127-year-old man.
Wow.
That's-
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about what Drunk 3PO did on my show. But okay.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there was an article about
was
it.
that the show you did with him while you were having steak with Gary?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Your
Yes.
very best friend, Gary.
No. My hetero life mate is Tom. Tom
Hetero,
gives me
sure.
birthday present.
Wow.
I did.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes, everybody. But you know what? Save them up for Tuesday. So it'll be great. How
And when
long
he
can you
says
do?
birthday wishes?
Not sure how
he
you-
means super chats.
Susie's trying to stay awake. Thank you, Susie. Tried. Yeah, it's going to be hard. The springing and jumping or whatever we just did. By the way, show of hands. Who wants to change their clock ever again? Raise your hand if you're just fine with the way time is at the moment.
We don't.
I am.
We
I
don't have
want to change it in the spring and
I
then never
love it.
change it again.
Yeah, after the next change, then never change it. I don't like it being dark at 5 p.m.
Okay,
Let
so
me ask you guys an actual question. When was the last time you actually physically changed your clocks? Like, don't you guys like change it automatically?
I'm
I
one of those
changed my
people where if it's
microphone
digital, I
maybe.
will, but the ones that's too high, like I leave it there because then I get to a point where I'm like, I'm closer now to when the time's going to change again.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I gotta do this one.
I don't
I-
change the clock in my car either. I just leave it.
I'm lucky enough to live in that one of the two states that doesn't change the time. So it's kind of
Saskatchewan.
yeah. No. A lot hotter. Imagine a lot
CC will
hotter.
get that joke.
Figure it out.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Jolly lives a place where it's warm, like Hades. Let's grab some of these. Wonderful messages here. Coach O'Dragon says, "Whoa, has it been 10 months?" Yes, it has, Coach O'Dragon. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Christian Delorme's Vinyl Revival. Oh, I love that. Says, great content, great hair, great guy. Well, you're a great guy too, and you have a wonderful taste in automobiles, my friend. Space Dave 2000 gifts 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you very much, Space Dave. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your amazing support of the channel and everywhere else that you are, because I see you everywhere, my friend. And keep up the good work, and reach out to me, because I think you said you sent me an email, but I could not find it. So resend it or
That's
send me
not
something new,
shocking.
or whatever. Yeah, I'm old. Willie the Monkey King's music says, a member for 10 months, says, I'm hoping there's some new Drunk 3PO news. Well, me too,
Oh.
but he's not here.
He dropped some
always-
news on my show last night, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about it, so I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Isn't it already on the internet then?
He's transitioning.
He's
No.
transitioning back. He's transitioning back.
Let's just say it had to do with an STD. Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Star Trek?
Yeah. Nope.
Huh.
Nope.
Kathleen Kennedy?
Kind of.
Oh, syphilis.
Okay then. Anyway, thank you, Willie. You're a treasured member. Krimlon's here, says, happy birthday, Grandpa's grandpa. Gandalf's grandpa. Have a great one. Thank you, Krimlon. I appreciate it. Yagnomino says, Culture another year older. Can you all believe?
I believe.
I believe I can fly.
Do you believe in Culture's weave?
100%. You know what I don't want? Is Culture getting another year older, because certain things get a little smellier.
Hey,
that's a
Things
neat
start to
shirt.
drag on the floor as well. Don't they?
Hey, yeah, this is from my own company. Have you not seen this one? This is the Beach Puck. You can get your own cock. Really?
Did you just
Your own
call
wrister?
it beach puck? Are you
No,
like
Beach
me?
Punk? Beach Punk.
Beach puck is a good idea, though.
Yeah,
Got a cock. Hang on.
Yeah, you can get seriously. You can get your very own cock shirt if you wanted a nice big rooster. These come in the black
Oh
and
my
white.
God, the cock. Oh my God, the cock.
They come in.
Hey, Asian, where's my cock?
They come in black and white. They also come in colors, various colors. It's a rainbow cornucopia of beauty. And then we got hats and all kinds of other T-shirts and crazy.
All right, I found it. Found my cock.
There it is.
That's right. Over here, we
Yeah,
don't put a chick in it. We put it in a chick.
Well, we put a cock in it. That's for
That's
sure.
a nice hat.
Yeah, that's a beautiful hat. The leather patch hats are coming to the website soon, so check that out at beachpunk.us. There you go.
I like all the cool kids. I leave the sticker on because that's what cool kids do.
Beatpunk.com.
I do too. That's a nice trucker hat, man.
Thank you. A good friend of mine gave it to me.
Yeah, and Jin Wong. What's up, my friend? For an Australian $5, says happy birthday, Culture. Money for a stripper and a giant cake. Don't forget to tell the baker absolutely no nuts in the cake. Okay, fair enough.
So you're going
That's
to
a
get
good one.
comics division popping out of a small cake.
Well, it's
just a regular size cake.
It's the only
Cupcake.
stripper he
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
You want the cake that was in Under Siege.
You
That's
know-
the one you want.
Somebody put some misinformation on comics' community tab and had people go and vote on it.
Oh, that was
Which
not
was?
misinformation.
It was. It
That
was
was
terrible
truth.
misinformation. No, it wasn't.
What did it say?
You know what? I will go and get that, and I will share that.
You should.
Everyone can see it.
You should.
Baby J, put a chicken in, make her gay.
Culture, you need to do a poll so people can vote on what color ponytail holders you're going to be wearing in your 15K live stream.
Oh, they got to be pink.
6.
Are they going to
love
be
you.
scrunchies
sparkly.
or are
They just
they
have
going to
to
be little
sparkle.
clips or?
6. I love you dearly. I love you dearly.
Sparkle.
But there will be. I said
proof.
could possibly.
I have proof.
Does he love you?
I said
tender,
could
though?
Oxy,
possibly.
have I sent you other clips? And there's more
Yes,
on the way.
send me other clips.
Last week, when your audio cut back in, all I heard was that you will wear ponytails.
I don't think any of that's true.
Oh, that's true.
Unless you're a
there's
fibber.
Tom. Tom's got. Wait, Tom.
Does not exist in this dojo, does it?
Oh,
Does not
That's
exist
cool.
in this dojo, does it? Class, are you ready to learn the way of the fist? Life shows no mercy. So
The way of the fist. What is this, a porno?
hash browns at the end, you're like hash brown team Cobra Kai or something. Send it to the internet.
I love this.
Send it.
These
to
are
the
so
internet.
cool.
Tom is one of the only ones I know that has
the
a bigger
two coolest
DVD collection than me.
ones are these.
Very nice.
Wait, what did you got? Hang on, I'm unbigging you.
Those
Oh
fucking
yeah,
weird
yeah.
ones.
You've been playing with those for a couple days.
Yeah, they're all dripping.
Gross.
Wow. And now they're tax write-offs.
Are you paying attention, Mikey?
Yes. We have the same accountant, me and Tom.
Yeah, and not only that, I showed off the birthday present you got me, Tom. So there you go. Even
That's right.
Oh, wow,
Are
here
you
we
paying
go.
attention, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Wait, what is this?
So this
How
is to the
tall
poll. How
do you
tall do
think?
you think Comics Division is? Go ahead, Tom. You can see it.
5 foot, or is it 5 inches? Oh, that's feet. Never mind. 5'3", 5'6", or 5'9". Well, we all know the answer is 5'2".
Right.
Eyes
Well,
of
no, the
blue.
correct answer is actually 5'9".
5'2", eyes of blue.
And the explanation says, believe it or not, at Comics Division is the same height as Culture Casino.
Did you guys stand them up back to back with no shoes on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? They're also the same height as the Lollipop Guild.
Butt to butt.
We represent the
No, it wasn't butt
lollipop.
to butt.
Culture has no butt.
I don't.
Do you
know
I
like
think
it?
we've all
people-
smelled his butt.
I don't know
Yeah.
how you know that.
No, he's got an
Yeah,
asshole.
I've heard about it.
He doesn't have a butt.
Wow.
First of all, it was propaganda. Second, let me get through the balance of these real quick. Christian Delorme, thanks for being here. Says today I made love for 1 hour and 40 seconds.
What you eat? Cuttlefish?
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Daylight Savings Time.
Daylight.
Hi.
Wow,
That's a good joke, Christian.
that's a great joke.
That's the
Like
best.
that, you're right
40
up there into
seconds of
culture
sexual-
time.
Wait, actually, you go back in time this time. So wait, how does no?
Yeah. It was just, got it.
Yeah,
I don't
You
know
don't
if
know.
math
Toxic.
works on that.
Toxic
That's
Man
great.
Flu gave us a massive gift of 5 Culture Casino memberships. I appreciate that. That's 10 memberships in the stream. You are very generous beings indeed. Thank you. My friend and editor, 2 years, and all I got was 50 lousy characters. I hate. You got more than that, Mr. Greg Grogy, but thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate you. And of course, Space Dave 2000 with another Canadian $2 saying resent email just now. Happy
Why-
111.
Why does he resent
Wow.
email? Why, Dave? Why do you
No,
resent
he
email?
resent it.
Dave,
I hate email.
2000.
Thank you. I love that. You record that. Space Dave. I love that. Yeah, did you guys watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
No, but I did watch this.
I'm not that old.
You watched what?
George is in the chat.
George!
Cody Guy says happy Sunday. Lord Runner, Jaffo, Mr. Dragon. Six wants me to do ponytails on a live stream. As I said in the chat, 15K
Culture
subs. I might
Branson.
consider doing that. Todd Tyler is here. Six wants me to do ponytails on a live stream. As I said in the chat, 15K subs. As I said in the chat, 15K subs. I might.
Yeah,
Might.
my ass.
Wow,
Might
who are those
consider.
jabronis?
The most
We got,
recent clip I have is
3,800 to go.
Gonna happen.
He's going to use real pigs for those pigtails. as
Okay.
well.
Comment. All right. It doesn't matter.
With pink
Jinwag
clothes.
sent another $5 Australian saying, seriously, why haven't clockmakers tried selling double clock bundles for daylight savings? Never changed the clock
That's
yet.
right.
I don't know.
Twice the fun.
You know, the farther away from the equator you get, the more important daylight savings time becomes.
Is it though? Really?
Or maybe
yeah.
the rubber bands with the marbles on them. You know, those
Oh yeah, that's it.
pigtails.
He's got to do the pink or purple pigtail ties with the little marbles, but it's all going to be glitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Right,
Glitter.
Well,
I
is
may
you
not
get,
have.
So we
I
can
mean,
get some what's that JJ what does JJ do in his movies?
Lens flare.
Lens flares.
Lens flares. Yeah, we'll get some lens flares from his.
I was gonna say suck, but
Yeah, I was just saying.
Sucks balls. Sucks balls.
Slaughter the
No,
plot.
wait. Does that mean okay? So I took the guy with his hand up my ass over here. He took his shirt off for your 10K. Does that mean he's got to have pigtails too for your 15K?
No.
Yeah.
No. Look, if
I'm gonna have
if
Thank God.
for
I'll get a
some
wig.
reason
I
I
don't know.
get that milestone,
On your mustache?
no,
Oh.
by the end of the
Testing
year,
phase.
there's a negotiation to be had for pigtails.
I think you should make this the panel ladies.
I love how he
Topless
keeps
ladies
hedging this
with
shit.
their
It's
heads-
non-negotiable.
I vote for the
T-shirt?
topless ladies. That's a good
No,
suggestion.
Can we get
no,
away
I
with
think
this?
6? What did 6
I-
say there?
I think
Topless and ladies. That's what I heard.
First time all night, anybody gives a fuck what I have to say.
I like
No, I
turtles.
That
I
is
definitely am
not
paying attention now.
true.
I love
Totally
when you
not
talk
true.
6, and I will say this 6.
I will not.
I think I should have the panel ladies on for that stream. I think it should just be ladies. Should be a ladies' night.
Well, if you're on
Then
it,
you
culture
wasted
by
the
yourself,
topless
it's definitely
stream.
just lazy, ladies.
That'd be like the longest booby break ever.
How do you
These
bring
are
him for
my
that one, but not the
friends.
topless stream? That's
I know.
I like my
Define
channel.
ladies, though. I mean,
Ladies. All right, let's get back to the chat. Pigtails
Based on
above
the
or
last
below?
topless stream, it should
Okay,
not be
look,
a
actually, I could do
surprise.
pigtails in my beard and get away with it.
Oh no.
James, culture can do the whole body weave right down to the pubes.
Not yet.
It's
Please
all
don't.
weaved. The whole
Okay, so
Culture can be
here's
Fartbeard
something
the
that's kind of
pirate.
here. Let me disappoint you all very quickly.
You already
My
am.
hair donation.
Every
That's what
night,
she said.
like
That's what she
culture
said.
boss. Sorry, go ahead.
My hair donation is coming up in like 10 days. So,
Did they really take pubic hair though? I mean, this is.
no, they're going to take 9 inches of this thing.
So culture's
And
going to take
that's what
9
she
inches.
said.
That's all I heard.
You've never
Oh.
given anybody 9 inches ever.
Oh yeah, he did. He had sex with her 10 times in a row.
I was gonna say that.
There it is.
Nice.
Oh, I love my show at night.
DJ made me.
Hey, Ben's here. What's
Happy
up, Ben?
birthday.
Thank you.
If it hurts your feelings, it's because it's true.
Yep.
Okay. Chris is laughing. Well done. George!
You know,
Culture
George
could-
has a beautiful
He
soul.
was here 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah, he's
but I
been
was
there a
saying it
while.
again because I saw him say something
Is there
about
any
my.
topics tonight? Because I asked in the chat like 20 minutes
Well,
ago.
I just
Oh,
holy
yeah,
crap!
there is.
Watch out! It's Alec Baldwin.
Get behind him.
No.
Oh shit! Did
Everybody
he just
behind
Anyone
hit.
hit? Is anyone hit?
I don't know. I thought I.
shit, still
Yeah, I was
going.
gonna, wait, what?
Damn it!
Jesus
Okay, I
Are
think
you
we're
okay, Jolly? I saw him go down twice.
I don't have a
Lord.
tourniquet, but I have this spare cock ring.
Oh
floating
shit!
around.
I think he got.
Yeah, six
What?
to probably duck. I mean, apparently his bullets are prone to women. So
I haven't
Yeah,
gone
six
down
year
that
probably
fast.
risk like
You got a
50%
SWAT tee.
more.
You got a SWAT tee there, Six.
I haven't gone down that fast since the last time Six invited me over.
Oh,
there it
hey
is.
now.
Ah!
What are the
All right.
topics again?
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to it, but I keep getting
Or Dom starts to
interrupted.
cry.
No, you're
Fuzzy
not.
puppet penis.
yeah, somebody stop shooting at us. Maybe. We can
Oh
get
yeah,
to
I
the
can work
topic.
that out. Hang on.
That's fucking Alec Baldwin. I can't help that.
Oh, actually, that'd probably get your stream shut
Eric.
down, wouldn't it?
My friend Eric K, he loves me for $2 says, Culture, how many merkins do you make with 9 inches?
American. Wait, what?
American.
American. You know, one. You better only be doing one, or else we're all gonna have to kill you.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Let's
do you
talk
do
about the
two
first
with
story of the
one-
night that everybody loves. This is an absolute mania, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is just anticipating this show like there's no tomorrow. We're talking about Echo.
Hell yeah!
Oh, is that still a thing? Is that still happening?
Echo hasn't even been a thing yet. And it
Echo is going to be the greatest Disney Plus show of
Ugh.
all time.
I'd almost rather
Greatest
talk Brie
disaster.
Larson.
So she's an extended plays of 4 tracks on her. She's an E EP.
She's a Native American, one-legged, disabled, deaf, possibly lesbian superhero. What more can you possibly ask for?
Well, I'm also hearing that
I
this
want
thing,
some diversity, Jacob, not that.
and I don't know if this is out there or not. It probably is, but I'm also hearing that this thing is part of this new, what is it, Marvel Spotlight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've got a video coming out about this tomorrow with a lot of depth.
Some Johnny
But
Depp.
Yes, Johnny Depp. Speaking of which, so this Sydney Freeland person is all about the representation because that's this show. And
That's all
Sydney
they've got.
doesn't care that the powers for this character are different than it was originally created as. And
I do love the fact that they're literally changing the powers of a superhero that nobody knows to begin with. So it's like, for like the 8 people who actually do read the Echo comics, it's like, yeah, we're not going to do those powers because those powers stink. We're going to do our own thing. It's like, but no one even knows what the established powers of Echo is to begin with.
So what did they get right about the character?
She's deaf. And
She breathes oxygen.
Like seriously, that's it? She's not an amputee?
Oh, she is.
No, she's a real amputee.
Yeah,
No, I
in
mean
real
the
life she is.
character.
She was actually she was pursued. She was not, from my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jacob, but wasn't an actress.
No, so here's the thing with this lady who's playing Echo here. They wanted a Native American one-legged deaf woman to play Echo to match the character, so they found a one-legged Native American deaf woman who has literally never acted in anything in her entire life before this show.
So how do you find that? Do you just sit around and watch the handicap parking spots at Walmart and
I don't know, maybe you just go to like
That's
a
reservation.
Don't
You make fun, but I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
She's still got a good shot at being a better actress than most people on Disney shows these days, given that she's never acted before. She still could be pretty good compared to
Well,
most
hey,
people.
I'm going to tell you something. Iman Vellani, the young lady that plays Ms. Marvel, had never acted before. She was a very passionate fan, and she did a pretty good job in that show. Although I don't know that outside of me, anybody watched any of those, but you know.
Hey, I mean, by the time this movie comes out this week, she may be the only likable thing about that film. By default.
Yeah,
I like the trailer. I think it's going to be a good TV show.
Oh.
Could
be.
Okay. Well, it's the representation
Yeah,
that is
well,
what's going to sell the show.
But behind the scenes has been quite a disaster because if you remember, this was actually supposed to come out like I think a year and a half ago. It was supposed to be an 8-episode miniseries, and then that got shrunk to 6 episodes. And then at the course of 6 episodes, it got shrunk to like 5 episodes. And then Disney's like, you know what? Let's just release all of this in one shot. There's no point in stretching this out for 5 to 6 weeks. Just put all the episodes out, then we just pretend like we didn't waste money on this, and then move on to something else.
Like she was in Hawkeye, right? That's the one.
Yeah, she was introduced in Hawkeye.
Is that a real word in the second paragraph?
Indigenous?
I'm pretty sure it is not an actual
I've
word.
never seen that word written down anywhere or spoken before.
She is here's the other thing. She wasn't the original character was not part of the Choctaw tribe.
Choctaw.
From
So
Oklahoma.
not up in Choctaw Ridge.
Well, like I said, all
Choctaw Ridge.
the 8 people who would know the original character probably wouldn't have digest that much about not being comic book accurate.
I mean, there's a
lot related to her.
I'm looking forward to, by the end of the series, having her upgraded to the legs from the Kingsman.
I'm just waiting to see if they confirm that she is in fact a lesbian, because I've been saying possible lesbian for like 6 months now. I'm just waiting for that fact to be confirmed.
Not be a Choctaw.
Well, if she's a lesbian, then bingo for Disney because they check all the boxes.
Put a ticket in, make her gay.
Yeah,
probably. But Maya is from the Blackfeet tribe, but they had to change it. So
that's I actually have some Blackfoot in my bloodline. So I'm pissed now. I'm not represented.
Yeah. How many feet?
And anyway, so yeah, not only is the character's background
lesbian.
getting changed, but they changed her power set. Now
they were called Blackfeet because they got marched across the country and their feet turned black. That's why they got called that. They were actually mostly Navajo originally.
So her power now is that she's got an enormous sense of victimhood.
Yep.
Is that our power now?
There are some jokes.
Superpower. Get it right.
That's our superpower. I don't know. I mean, it depends how much. If they only spent $2 million making this, great. It might be a big hit.
What about?
I mean,
the whole
so
what
thing?
about it?
It seems like the plan here is that they're going to essentially like make her the counter of like Daredevil, where Daredevil can't see but he can hear, but she's going to be one who can't hear but can see, and then they're basically going to be the same character essentially.
They have the same origin story.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Kingpin kills her dad, and not unlike Daredevil, he raises her. She leaves, comes back with a vengeance against Kingpin.
Curious. Does anybody here or anybody in the chat have a Echo comic book by chance? Anyone?
No.
Anyone?
I think
Didn't think so.
I think in one of the early ones, like maybe like I may have an 99 book with her in it.
I played a Sega game where she was a dolphin back in the day.
Nice. Now that one I actually liked.
Yeah,
I know this. Her power set's completely different. See, before they changed Taskmaster into a chick, there was this chick who had the same power set as Taskmaster. So they didn't really need to change Taskmaster into a chick because they had this chick that had the power set. But now she's changed the power set. So yeah, and the original was Freeland boring, says that being able to copy anybody is kind of lame. I'm like, you're an idiot.
The scariest thing about Echo is that, like I said, it went from 8 episodes to 6 episodes to now 5 episodes. They're just throwing out there. You have to think to yourself, man, how bad was Ironheart that got shelved entirely when it was already pretty much shot in its entirety? That they were like, we can't release this at all. But this one's still getting a release.
Jacob, anybody else? Have you guys ever noticed that all their motorcycles look terrible? Every single one.
I was going to say, what is that? Does anybody know?
It just came off the showroom floor.
It's a Vespa. Mm-hmm.
Vespa.
No, they had those in Star Wars, dude.
Well, she's a lesbian, so she doesn't have more than 2 strokes.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
So it's got nothing. The show has nothing to do with the original.
That was my nickname in high school.
Bowing your head.
Sounds like my Friday night.
Yeah. 2 strokes.
I mean, she doesn't even look like the comic book counter. She doesn't even look like the comic book counterpart of her character. So it's just like why not just do like a fresh character then if that's what you were going for?
Because they spent all that time searching for an Indian girl that is deaf and has 1 leg.
Well, I know this. Nano Reaper's saying here what I think a lot of us are thinking.
I like turtles.
Well, that too. But I'm over superhero shows and movies, thanks Disney.
Well, isn't it Hollywood? They ride the theme until everybody's tired of it.
Put another kidnappers women in it. Make it motherfucking lame.
bring in the Boba Fett Vespas. That's exactly what I was thinking, Oaktown girl.
I mean, they're going through the same template here, but what looks like what little story there is, and it's always about the negativity of their so-called heroes in these shows. They've got rage and bad emotions and etc. There's never
don't forget the patriarchy.
There's never any positive, uplifting.
Well, let me
fighting for justice, whatever. It's all rage. I'm angry and I'm going to take it out on everybody and get my revenge.
And I hate men.
Brian, you bring up a good point. And I want to ask Six, since we actually have a woman on the panel.
Well, there's more than one, isn't there, on the panel? Oh shit! Give that away.
So keep in mind, the head writer of this show, Echo, is literally known for writing 2.5 episodes of Better Call Saul. That's her claim to fame, and
I wonder which
gave her an entire series.
Do you know which 2.5 it was? Because it was a pretty good show.
Yeah, 6, real quick.
She co-wrote something from episode 1, then 1 episode of 3, and 1 episode of 4. So
yeah. So anyway, real quick, 6. So let me get to this question. So is this something that ladies deal with? Is like a bunch of inner rage?
No.
Okay. Why do you think that Marvel? No. Why do you think that Marvel and Disney specifically is all about ladies dealing with their inner rage or whatnot?
Because they spend their time looking for something to be angry about, because they think that is what is going to help them make their mark on the world, is by fighting for a cause that they have to invent because there really aren't any. They don't see anything that's actually in front of their face that they can actually measure that has, some kind of quality as being anything worth fighting for. They have to invent something so that they can feel like they're exciting and new, to quote Love Boat theme song. That's what I think.
Yeah, I
don't have inner rage. I let it out.
Oh, I know.
I can tell you, I fucking let it out.
Oh, I know.
External rage.
It's not internal, it's everywhere else.
I'm going to throw this out there. I'm guessing the bad guy of this show is going to be some stupid white male. That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, it's actually Wilson.
Able-bodied white male.
Oh, yes. Patriarchy, of course. Yes.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing. I mean, look, if you know anything about the character, and I think we started to break it down. I mean, Maya's raised by Kingpin after he kills her father.
Correct.
So, he takes her in as his adoptive daughter and then sets her at an appropriate age on Kingpin.
Yeah, so real quick, the official tagline for this show is that following the events of Hawkeye, the one from 2 years ago, Maya Lopez returns to her hometown of Oklahoma, where she must come to terms with her past and reconnect with her Native American roots and embrace her family and community. And that's the tagline for this 5-episode miniseries.
She goes on a spiritual journey and realizes Kingpin
Vision
bad.
Quest.
Seems like desperation to me.
That's a Madonna movie.
It's the same thing we've already seen in all the previous shows. It's going to be bad, but it's going to have over-the-top violence. I mean, they open the trailer with Kingpin throwing somebody's head into the side of a dumpster.
What would be more compelling is that if she went back to Oklahoma to connect with her roots, got in touch with Jennifer Lawrence, went back in time, went back to Georgia when Andrew Jackson actually force marched all the people across and killed all those Indians to get them to Oklahoma and killed that bastard. That actually would be compelling. And then we could put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill.
Or they could go back. She could go back in time to 1908 and get Oklahoma to be not made out of Texas, and they could stop bothering Texans then, because Oklahoma has bothered Texas since 1908. Just such a pain.
But they have a good song.
I think at this point Disney's just trying to throw out a TVMA thing to see if that works for them because nothing else
does.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of things that won't work, a 15K beard. Well, thank you, Southern Belle. Ornaments, string, popcorn, cranberries. Well, I don't know.
You could do a
if somebody
Christmas
has time to do that to my beard, maybe so.
So
beard.
you're trying to get out of the pigtails now, I hear.
I'm not doing I'm going to say this one more time. 15K by the end of the year, I'll actually consider the pigtails.
It's not negotiable.
What about what we spoke about? What about what we spoke about last night? Culture.
It's
Did
like
anybody
2
else
months.
flash back to their mother when he said, "I'm going to say this one more time"?
He's not giving us a
Wait
lot of
until your
time. That's
father
like,
gets home.
it's like 60 days away.
Remember we discussed your 20K subs. What you going to do?
Mm-mm.
That's right. Lucky I recorded it.
Hey, Grant, how are you doing, buddy?
So you need me to do a video for this 15K thing you doing?
No video. I will get you to do one for when I hit 20K subs.
Okay.
Well, that's the one where I am going to pierce my nipple.
Which one?
It has to be the left one. The boss loves the right one, so I can do anything to that one.
Right.
Oh my God.
I'm going to go now.
Holy crap.
Okay, I'll see you on the show tomorrow. Bye.
Wow. I did not want to hear that.
Exposed.
Wow.
TMI.
Yeah, straight from the horse's mouth.
Culture, you've only got 2 nipples. I thought everybody had 3.
I need to learn how to edit. I can animate that audio.
No, that's just you 70s, but that's why you have that special mental what is it? The special psychic powers.
Okay. First of all, Grant used AI to create that, and it was pretty close. Pretty close.
No, that was a real voice.
I'm sold.
It was AI. I ain't doing that. No. I will do this. Marcus Squintus for $2 says VR Cartman. Oh, wait. Read this, Cartman.
It's hard to read it when it's not even a real word with a pronunciation.
Tom left.
He's trying to figure out how to pronounce the word before he does his bit.
Tom's dead.
You will respect my indignity.
That was almost the word.
Close enough.
I was over here eating because fucking Culture hasn't told me what the fucking topics are, and I could give a fuck about
Echo. We're talking about Echo.
You liked Echo, Tom.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yes,
I
you
liked
did.
the
Now I
show
got to go back and
Hawkeye.
clip it. I got to go back and clip it for
Okay.
Midnight's Edge in the morning because Tom said he liked it.
Kinda.
What more do you need out of Echo? It's literally about a robo lesbian with one leg who can't hear. Is that not enough of a draw for a television show?
I don't think we've confirmed the
Nickname is Lucky.
lesbianism though. But I know we confirmed this. Jaffo sent me a $5 super chat. It says Gary Sinise should be canceled for his bigoted portrayal of a crimple. Okay.
Yeah, let's
and
see if
Forrest
it's
Gump. I don't know what that word is, but we should just remake the film anyway.
Sounds like a fun donut that you buy at the movie.
Hakamaga? Okay.
She's basically Native American RoboCop.
Isn't Pacamaga the capital of Peru? No, that's Lima.
Low
Sorry, can
specs
I-
out here. You guys are trying to take me down. I don't know why. Southern Belle for $5 says Swifties need a breakup song with Disney Marvel. Let it out. Oh no.
Culture sang that song a time or two.
Oh my. Eric K for $2 says 25K. Culture promised McKinney and a poll. I did not. Oh, Mankini. I was gonna say
for McKinney draws.
for Mankini. I don't think I did that. I did do this. $5.
Now-
Didn't Culture say that if he had 15K by the end of the year, he would wear the? I did not say the nipple.
I remember
tassel
him
thing.
saying it.
We
Hakamaga
already
is
saw
a
the
coffee
actual
bean.
nipples. What does it matter at this point?
Is it a coffee bean?
Yeah, it's a coffee bean.
I've seen a lot of nipples.
Why are you guys
Kafamara. Oh, I
fascinated
spelled it
with
wrong.
this?
I just want to go back to this AI thing that Grant used on you, Culture. Does AI stand for artificial insemination?
No, artificial intelligence.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Just this horrible image.
And you know what? Sundowners is correct. Check out Sundowners' channel. Dazzler Swift will save the MCU. 100% right. She, you know what? She might even be writing a movie, by the way, or wrote the movie. You don't know.
Oh,
Argyle?
Hakamana means Mother Earth.
Argyle.
I'd rather
Yeah,
watch
she will.
Echo.
Okay, really quick. So you guys don't think Echo is going to be a huge success?
No,
I don't
not
think
at
it'll
all.
be a huge success. I don't think it'll necessarily be the worst show that they've put out.
The thing is, it wouldn't matter too much if they made it for a reasonable amount of money, but how much have they spent on it?
Well,
This is
that's a
the
good
Well, I
question.
mean,
What if
if they blew $230 million on She-Hulk, God only knows how
Exactly.
much with this one plus reshoots.
If they made it for CW levels of cash, it would be a reasonable. I'm sure it would be a reasonable success on those terms. But if
No,
they've spent
Disney
that money,
Plus-
if they've spent that kind of money on it, yeah, that's
Well,
different.
Disney Plus just jacked up their prices again. They are hemorrhaging money over there. They are hurting. So it's not like they have a lot of money to throw around anymore. And if they do, it's not the
Imagine bleeding money, and then you're like, "What we're gonna do for content?" I got an idea. Echo. This will
Right.
bring them back.
Let's just drag out the template we've used for every other show for the last
suckers
5 years. And,
There's some Disney executive right now who's on this like 6-pack of cigarettes today. It's just like, I'm going to lose my job.
Yep.
budgets. What are budgets really?
They got one
Budget
hope
is a
coming down the
suggestion.
pipe, and that's Deadpool. That's the only thing I see in the
And they're
immediate
screwing that
future.
up.
Yeah,
Right.
I have no hope for
Right.
that either.
They
Yeah.
got nothing. They really
Well,
have
remember, they I think they officially gave up on, what was it, the Kane Dynasty, because CAA just dropped Jonathan Majors, and if CAA is dropping him, that pretty much means that he's dead in the water.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah.
He's
So
not
they're
just-
going to have to
yeah.
give up on the entire Kane the Conqueror plan that they were supposed to spread out for the next 5 to 6 years.
Ago.
Yep. And
He
now
did.
all of a sudden it's like, well, here we go. What do we got now? I'll just go straight to Secret Wars. Just put every Marvel character who's ever been in any Marvel movie ever and put them in one movie, and hopefully that will bring people back.
They'll get desperate and they'll
Reset.
throw another Spider-Man movie up there.
And don't
Well,
forget,
they got desperate, and they're rehiring Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson to make another Avengers movie.
All right.
and
Actually-
Deadpool's main baddie is supposed to be non-binary, by the way. So look forward to that.
Well, and you also have kind of a bunch of news breaking tomorrow on WDW Pro's channel. So there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm amazed at everything that's getting broken each and every day. I mean, it's nuts. Speaking of nuts, we got some more supers to get to real quick. We got rate specialist for $1.99 saying 15K, 2-inch deep, etc. I have the video. You don't have the video, Rate, but it's a great job that you did with the
We
editing.
all have the video.
No, he doesn't have the video yet. I haven't finished rendering it.
The Ducks in 1977 for $2 says they will cook Wilson Fisk. I agree with you. I think we've already seen the beginning of that. And Dearest for $5 says the Echo trailer looked like an odd adaptation of Orphan Annie. Wow.
No, she wasn't black, so.
What?
American Indians aren't black.
No,
I saw the original Annie in theaters when I was a kid. You know, the white one, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Black Annie?
Yeah, you didn't know that? They
There's a
remade
Black
it.
Annie. They brought it out about 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
That one.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think a lot of people did.
I sent you on Twitter.
I haven't seen it.
What happened?
Culture, did you see that picture I sent you on Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
You
You want
sent it
to
to him. I
share
thought
that?
you sent it to me. I'm so sorry.
Do you want me to share that?
You can share it if you want. I just wanted.
No, I mean it's
nobody's
this is
talking
actually
about it. Nobody's mentioning it, so I just wanted.
Okay. Well, we have talked about it. Let's look at it. This is something that I think a lot of us caught, or a few of us caught during when this thing showed. Let me make sure I'm not sharing too much.
The flu?
No.
Most of the trailer is made up of Hawkeye footage, isn't it?
Well, here it is. Make America Skate Again.
And then she goes through the sign like an awesome superhero supposed to.
So
that's vandalism.
Why did they choose to do this shot?
Can the Trump campaign sue him for that?
No.
Dang it.
Those colors
I
are
hope not,
ugly.
because we're touching that first.
Those are colors from 1984.
Well, I'm living in a world that's from 1984 right now, so it wouldn't surprise me.
1984 is now. I need to get back into those tweets.
Yeah, but I'm looking at
skateboarding?
This and saying, I don't know about that. Asian Annie from Community. That's right. Yeah. Oh man.
I think our executive at Disney is on his 8th pack now after watching this.
Chris Register asks a very important question in today's world. Was Daddy Warbucks really a human trafficker?
That's dark.
Likely.
Well,
he's not wrong.
Can we gender swap Daddy Warbuck in a Disney movie? Because that's kind of possible.
I can't. The world we live in is odd right now. It really is.
Daddy Warbucks needs to be Carlton.
So Daddy Warbucks played by Gabrielle Union. You guys know that Disney would do it.
I know this. I have to reset because StreamYard's doing its thing. So I'll be back in a minute. Don't destroy my channel.
Haven't we already?
Probably.
Y'all are a bunch and a bunch of.
Finally, the show got good.
That was channel vandalism.
Yeah.
And
by the way, I just text Drunk 3PO. He'll be here in a minute, so we can go 3 or 4 hours tonight.
No, you got to wait until we're at the.
You have to wait till
mark.
the 90. Yeah, wait till the 90-minute mark.
Oh yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Are you going to get drunk back in here to wreck my night?
Oh, you heard that. Damn it.
You know what? That was still one of the best streams I think we've ever had, because we had like 7 news items come out of his mouth, and
I can think of one that was more exciting.
Say again.
I'm just kidding,
guys.
I didn't text him. Yeah.
Well, I was talking
the birthday
about
one.
No,
the
birthday
chat's
was
actually
very
getting excited. No, I'm sorry, guys. I was kidding. That I didn't text Jay.
Look at this.
They're getting excited, right?
No, but I did.
Yeah, Tom had to go off camera because he's so excited.
Putin's cat's like, Drunk's going to try to sell you illegal merch.
Well, we're actually going to gender swap Jay, and Six is going to play Jay tonight. So
nice.
Yeah.
Jay has illegal merch. That's bad.
No, I mean, Disney went after him because of the likeness thing that he had on his original shirt. That actually, our buddy Jolly actually still has
hang
an
on,
original.
I'll show you. Yep. Let me see. I gotta pull my coat off here and give you guys move my necklace aside here. Yeah, I got one of these just before they got canceled. So yeah,
nice.
It's one of the OG originals.
Nice.
Yep. Because I'm part of the cool kids.
How's he drunk if the glass is still full?
I got one of his old shirts too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only a handful of us that have one of the originals. I haven't even unwrapped mine. Grant.
Yes.
How close are we to the short that we can show for the Tom thing?
Not that close.
Okay, cool. Well, let me know when we get her closer.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm eating steak at the moment, so that's taking priority.
Yeah, steak does take priority. I agree with you. Very good. I'm gonna put 6 back in the middle.
I thought we were doing the meat to
Not
your
the middle.
face stuff on Tom's channel. That was. Never mind.
How did that work out?
There is no middle in this layout.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, irate. Don't you start with me tonight. Don't you start. You stop it right now.
What just happened?
Irate's trying to get
What
me
the heck?
irate. Again.
Tox is really
That's not me,
screwing
by
with
the
you
way.
is what's happening. And
getting
somebody
dizzy.
dropped.
I'm getting nauseous. I'm back.
Irate
Getting nauseous.
specialist. This is fine. Stop making me sick. Irate specialist for $1.99 says the Bruce Lee story. Viola Davis is.
Shut up! No more. That's enough.
Rice.
Got the joke. We're done.
Hey, look, it's a celebrity. This is Latino Slant. Pauly is releasing a book. It is in its campaign. He's going to be my special guest on Friday. We're going to talk about his new book. It's going to be a
He
good
just
time.
called us all gay, and you're hyping his book.
Exactly
I'm
what I was
talking
thinking.
to Paulie right now. He's doing a Beatles stream, and he didn't ask me to be a part of it.
I'm at least 2 drinks away
But
from
he
being
did
gay.
ask me, Tom, and that's the important thing.
Only
That's
two?
why I'm offended.
Only
You asked
two.
the other bald
Yes,
guy.
women are
first.
only 3 drinks away at all times.
Yep.
So she's
I'll grab
had a drink.
I'll grab
Speaking-
Paulie's
Rama
book this week.
frequently talks about not taking
Payday.
the drinks to the hot dog level. I didn't know what that meant until now.
I know this. Release the McCracken says, speaking of meat to the face, hey, Toxic.
How you doing there, Robbie?
All right, we have
Wife
we
just
have
brought
a
you meat yesterday.
we have a unique question in the chat from Bungalow Logic saying, "Culture, do you have that beard permed or is it naturally wavy?" Dude, this thing is a ocean of waves. Like
It's a
this is
crimping
straightened
iron.
out. This is me trying to comb through it and beard oil it and everything else.
It's all those natural juices on it.
You want to know why his beard curls?
Oh no!
Is that what you call soup?
That's why his beard.
These are my friends.
Oh, I got
Nice.
this weave.
Natural juices?
Just think,
I don't
Culture. Next
know.
Thursday, I'll be gone. You get to have Comics Division all to yourself. No, we
I actually won't be on the stream.
Now, what's he going to do? You're going
You're
to be
gonna be in Las
somewhere. I'm gonna
Vegas.
be somewhere. Yeah.
Comics
he
is
should
going to
invite
run
Zach.
EV Mux.
Yeah, that's going to be hilariously funny.
You guys should probably
Yeah.
get me access.
Have fun with that.
No, because when I'm driving, I want to laugh to that.
It's already going to be a crap show. We're watching the Marvels. I mean,
Oh
Oh.
no!
God, is that
Remember-
coming out soon? When does that come out? Is that this
Next
Friday?
week.
That's Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Coming Thursday.
Good
Mm.
lord. I'm gonna have to go watch it just so I can get a million-click video because I know they're gonna be hot. Every review that comes out.
We
There's
did our
exactly 2
predictions for
tickets
what we
sold
thought the
tonight,
opening
tonight.
weekend was going to be, and we were all
that-
going to be way too high.
You don't really
Yeah,
need to watch it.
I need to revise down. I'm going back down to my original projection for the film earnings now. $34 million opening weekend domestic.
That's not what you put down.
Wow.
I'm going 34,000,001.
I'm gonna go 55.
I'll go 34 million and 2 then.
Screw you, Brian. You're not allowed on the show.
I was going to say to Jolly, I was going to say, oh, well, I'll find
If,
a
if
way.
we were ever on the prices right together, there'll be fist fights. I'm just saying
Love
that
will
right
find a way.
now.
Love will find a way. But you don't have to watch the movie, Jolly. All you have to do is make a video about anything and then put the title on it the Marvels, etc., and then a thumbnail with the Marvels on it, the video could be about anything. People
This is
will
true.
still
I
click
just
on
whip
it.
my peen out, and then it'll be a million
people
hits.
will still click on it. So you'll be
Oh, yeah.
okay. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, what's the name of that jerkweed that did that on a stream?
Tom.
No.
That was on Friday Night Tights.
Gavin McGinnis?
Gavin.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he was topless on Simpcast all night tonight.
Pretty sure he's
too many tonights.
Pretty sure he's missing a couple marbles up here. He's never quite been all there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I gotta roll out, guys. I gotta roll out here a bit early.
Oh, all right. Well,
tuck and roll.
Jacob, tell everybody how awesome you are just once.
I got a channel on YouTube and Rumble and on Twitch. It's called Society Reviews. We're doing 4 streams this week. We got the Monday night Bible Ends podcast. We have Tuesday night Barroom podcast. This Friday we'll be reviewing the Marvels. So all you guys are open to join if you want to rant about that movie. And then on Saturday night we're doing another movie night and we're watching Scream 2. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy week this week. So go check me out over there.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Jacob. You've been crushing it in the writing category. Keep it up. And watch more movies, dude. Come on. You're slacking.
Yeah, no, I haven't even got to 100 yet. I'm way behind. So yeah, I'll get there.
For the month?
For the year.
Yeah.
Is it that time of the month?
Oh boy.
What?
Anyway, thanks for joining us, Jacob. Be safe. Everybody check out Jacob and Society Review.
Thanks, Jacob.
See you, man.
Dearest for me.
Dearest for
Now
$5
can go in the middle.
I'm happy where I am.
Dearest for $5 says, I need to understand something. Is MCU Disney so bad they put Cats on the internet and no one watched it?
No, they put Cats on the internet and 100,000 people watched it.
I watch Cats on the internet every day.
But they have 22 million subscribers, so 100,000 is pretty pathetic. And it was 6,400 downvotes to 4,400 likes.
That's not good.
Always a problem.
Jolly, you're muted.
I was gonna say, with 6 in the middle, it looks like all of our hot dogs are slapping her at once.
No, because if I jump on it, would cover the whole thing.
I was going to say that's why I'm the furthest away, because I have the longest hot dog.
Right.
Her
Hashtag
name's
me too.
6, but she's only got 5 hot dogs slapping her. Where's the
Right.
6?
She's already eaten.
You know what that means? It's not just a fake weave.
Somebody's coming up short.
Yep.
No, she's already swallowed the other one.
And we know none of them are Tom's because of his Nokia flip phone. The resolution would be so grainy you wouldn't be able to see it in this picture.
Is
Or
this
somebody's
your
just
penis, or is this a snake? I don't get. Is this your desk?
somebody
I don't
might be
get
just a bad aim. You know, it's possible.
Look,
I don't know where to put it.
Bad take Bojan says, I have the Marvels tickets for Thursday night. Will you let us know how that works out for
I
you?
think
love?
Tina's going to enjoy it. I really do. I think it's going to be you know what I'm expecting out of this? I'm expecting a Barbie type revival out of this film, just like Disney.
Did
It's gonna
Tina
be-
like Barbie? She was on your stream, but I can't remember if she liked it.
Oh,
or not.
Mags hated it.
No,
So did,
Tina.
Tina.
Oh, Tina. I think she.
I don't remember on Barbie. I know that she likes almost all the Marvels, or all the Marvel cinematic stuff, but even she's losing faith in Loki at this point.
I hope she enjoys
is
it.
what we
I
found
really
out
do.
Friday.
You're looking
Which is
at
weird because I actually think Loki's been better than it's ever been. It's still dog shit, but it's better than it's ever been. Tina's like, nah, fuck this.
But you're looking at Marvel failing on so many different levels. I mean, we talked about it before we got started as one of the topics, and it's unique in that they've pissed off everybody, including the press. The press has nothing to write about because nothing's being written right now. So it's really easy for them to go after Disney. And now after the Variety article and everything that's happening behind the scenes and everything that Gina Carano said and everything that's supposedly on the horizon, this has been the worst 9 to 10 days that they've ever had. And that,
Is there another Hunger Games?
With Rachel Zegler.
A prequel.
What?
yeah, somebody highlighted that, and I don't know where it went.
Why? I thought that was all done. Like, didn't they go through like
it's
10
a
of those
prequel
movies?
with Rachel Zegler.
Ah,
Isn't it
good
3 hours
God.
long too, or pushing 3 hours?
Is Woody Harrelson in it?
Not
This is a
likely. It's a
prequel.
Yeah. No thanks.
He would be like
2 hours,
7,000 years
37
old.
minutes.
Yeah.
2 hours and 47 minutes of Hunger
How does he
Games.
get
30,
older in a
37.
prequel in your mind?
Snorefest.
It will be interesting to see the first ever female action hero that rebelled against the establishment on screen, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is where Rachel Zegler is like, hey, now my Hunger Games is before Jennifer Lawrence's Hunger Games, so now I created everything.
That's
Wow.
right.
Well, that'll sell tickets right there, folks. Look at that.
She's going to be my new hero.
Mm.
Well,
Get your posters. Put them on your wall.
Look, I just want to say that probably the coolest thing ever was the beach scene in the latest.
Save it, Private Ryan? Yeah.
No,
The beach punk scene?
In Back to the Beach.
Well, the
That was a
beach
great
punks.
movie.
Sure. But what was it called? The
Baywatch.
what's that? No. No Hard Feelings. The recent Jennifer Lawrence movie.
You know, in Tom's show tonight, I nearly included the Baywatch movie in my list of the 5 best straight to VHS. It was at number 6, I have to say.
In No Hard Feelings, she was quite naked and very nude.
Well,
But there was no hard feelings, so she must not have been very attractive.
Well, it's Jennifer Lawrence. What do you expect?
Yeah. I wouldn't kick it out of bed. Just saying.
Oh, hell, I
choice
would,
of
because if
gift
she
there.
showed up in my bed, Mrs. Flu's in there and she's got, firearms. I'm not doing that.
Oh, well.
Going so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Flu's got everything over every other woman in the world.
She's the bomb. I love her.
Yes.
I love you, Mrs. Flu.
That's why, you know what, Jolly, I appreciate what you do on your shows and all that stuff, but it's wasted on me. I really don't see any other woman except for Mrs. Flu.
Well, Mrs. Flu's been very exhausted with her PT, so we wish her a speedy recovery and hope she's.
Oh yeah,
feeling
she's
better.
doing great. But yeah, got the grandbaby coming up. She wants to
Polly.
help that, so.
Polly's like, I'm doing a doubleheader. God help me. That's right, dude. Yeah.
Polly's taking it
Polly's
from
going
both
to
ends.
see both those films.
In the same day.
Oh my
I know
goodness.
this. I'm looking at this article, and I know a lot of people have already seen it, and it's fine. I just
wish we could see it.
Here it
I'm
is.
the one that gets pissed off.
The fact that they're going to have to ditch Jonathan Majors, which I think is almost officially done, that they are having to move on from him. A lot of people have suggested it. I think there's no way to get around it. I think they have to get rid of him. I think that's a huge thing, which means they have to get rid of Kang the Conqueror, because every iteration of Kang that everybody was introduced to was 1,000 different variants of him.
Why don't they
How do
just
they get
go
around
into the
that?
multiverse and pull a different version of Kang that doesn't look like Jonathan Majors? Because
Just get the
they're
guy who
so-
played the bad guy in what do you call it? Guardians of the Galaxy 3. They've already established him as a bad guy. Why not him?
Why don't they do what they did with Black Panther and have a female step into the role? They call her Kanga. The Conqueror.
Well, they've already got one. It's called a Renslayer. She's in the Loki series. She's his number 2.
But if they made a female named Kanga, then they could have a sidekick named Rue. Oh my God, it's Kanga and Rue.
Oh, bother.
And they could be chasing the dingo that
I've
ate
already-
the baby.
I've already told you the answer to this. You just bring Terrence Howard back as Kang.
Terrence Howard. You know what? You bring back Ron Howard's brother.
Oh yeah,
Clint.
Potsy?
Oh, good.
I got high with
Clint
Clint
to get
Howard
someone
in
that
a
can act.
hotel room in Vegas.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Say hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi,
I
honey.
was just say hello.
Calm down.
Hi,
girl.
youngling.
You're right.
What did I do?
We're saying hi to Grant's daughter.
Now we're all afraid
She
to
wanted to
talk.
say hello to everyone. She saw us
Might
on screen.
accidentally swear.
I
Hi.
just want to say hello, everyone, to Daddy.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think it's everyone.
Okay.
That's the most precious
compared to
accent.
Grant. I mean, obviously Grant doesn't have the brains in the family. I mean, that was pretty legible compared.
That was
to Grant.
pretty great.
Yeah.
She's adorable. Yeah. Gosh, what's going on out there? So, I think Marvel's over. I don't think there's any recovery.
I'm pretty sure we've all said that for.
I disagree.
Years now.
And hello to the 760 people watching.
Yeah, hi everybody. Welcome wherever you came
Oh, yeah.
from. Thanks for being here.
Hello.
Did you guys come over from Simpcast? If so, thank you. Or wherever you were, I appreciate it. But we
Well, what would it take to? All right, so you've got superhero fatigue.
Mhm.
You've got a stable of writers that can't write their way out of a paper bag. You've basically alienated anybody that can put quality stuff on the screen.
Right.
You've eliminated all of that. You don't have people going to the parks, so they're going to have to raise prices. They've lost $1 billion on whatever this spaceship Earth thing was that they did. They've lost $4 billion on paying for Star Wars, plus the billions they haven't made back that they've sunk in the movie. So what are they, $10 billion in the hole at this point? Just on those things alone.
Right.
And they're not making money at the parks. I know people that are going. They're still trying to enjoy Disney, but Universal's making a killing.
Yeah.
And they're going to lose all this protection stuff that they have in Florida. There's nowhere else they can go.
Right.
Where else can they go? They say, oh, we'll move. Where? Where else are you going to go? They've got nowhere to go in California because they're hemmed in by all that stuff.
Right.
Like, where are they going to go that's going to be the kind of draw that Florida is?
Nowhere.
Well, they just invested a ton of money in their something over in France. Do they have an amusement park
That's
in
going to
France?
work.
And it's Marvel themed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know someone that was an executive kind of in that with the whole Disneyland Paris thing and all that stuff was going on when they first started that. That's been a fiasco from the beginning. They are not making money over there. They're throwing money at it, but nobody's going. You know how you get people to go to Disneyland Paris? You get them to protest and go on strike. That's what you do. So if you raise the cost of bread or baguettes inside of Disney Paris 10 cents, you'll have them, march and protest and all that stuff. Then you get people to go to the park. But until then, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, and Bubba Big Daddy Porkins is 100% right. Star Wars is dead. Marvel's in a coma, but it can be revived. I don't know.
Disney's
I know this.
in trouble because the next big thing is the video game movies, and I don't know that they own the rights to anything. I mean, you look at the video game movies that have been coming out. Five Nights at Freddy's did pretty damn good for what it is. Mario did great. They're going to create a whole, series out of doing, the Nintendo stuff. There's other games that were translated to movies. Gran Turismo wasn't a direct translation of the game, but it was about the game. Those things are all happening, and I don't think Disney has a piece. They have no rights to convert anything to film or video games, and that's
Not
where
yet,
it's
but they-
going, because the comic book movies, they're done.
They're done, and that's a whole other conversation. I think I have a video on that this week too. But I'm looking at the everything overall, and we're headed into the earnings call, which is Wednesday. There are going to be 3 massive live streams that are going to cover that all day long. And so when we get to that point, and Disney's exposed for having very little to promote or talk about in a positive way, and even the analysts, even the people at the big financial institutions, the Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, when they ask questions, they're going to be real ones for a change.
Yeah.
They've been asking real questions for a change. I see a lot of things falling off a cliff. I don't know about you guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, okay. There was a time in Hollywood when the Western was king. Everybody was making Westerns. All the television shows were Westerns, okay? And then that went out. And then what everybody was making, the gritty crime drama, right? The blaxploitation movies, all those things from the 70s, right?
Yeah.
All that stuff there. What did they make in the 80s? The action stuff that, most of us grew up on and all that stuff from there, right? Monster movies started in the 40s and 50s. This is my mom and dad went and go to see. Okay,
It's generally counter to whatever's going on in the world at the
right.
time.
So what was the 90s? You had Wall Street. You had all of those nihilistic movies that came up. And then in the 2000s, you had some comedies and stuff, that came around because 9/11 was kind of a bummer for everybody and all that stuff. Thanks from there. And then what did we get? 2016, everything went to shit because they started, instead of trying to make money, they tried to save the planet from humanity. I don't know what
You
they
had
were trying
two
to bring
things
there.
that really kind of changed. Well, three things that really changed movies. One, you had Avatar. Avatar, although original, wasn't all that original.
Right.
But the 3D aspect caused everybody to go, well, let's do one in 3D. So they started remaking everything, and every movie that was a major movie had to be in 3D. And that also was right alongside the superhero craze, right? And we all know that's what killed Hollywood in general. When we look back on this, I guarantee you, they'll say, just like when at the end of the 60s going into the 70s, when it was, the big bloated Cleopatra type movies and musicals that killed Hollywood off, it'll be superhero films that killed them off in this era. And and the third thing, of course, is the woke business, and that's their own fucking fault for adopting that bullshit. No one forced that into Hollywood. They decided to take that shit on. They could have continued to do what they've been doing for the last 30, 40, 50 years since the 70s and had zero issues.
Yeah, and it would have been fine. I mean, okay. I will say that I believe that the movie experience, the theater experience, is dying off. Just like radio. So you had the melodrama in the late 1880s, early 1900s, where they had these big theatrical productions and all kinds of technology and stuff where people would go to the theater and they would have their entertainment there, horse racing and excitement, and all kinds of stuff that would happen indoors. Then came the movie and radio, right? And that kind of, so instead of having to go to the theater, I could go there and they could do all that stuff in film. They could repeat it. It was cheaper. Okay. And that's movies took over and the whole theater experience thing went to a niche, right? So musicals, things and stuff like that. Well, then radio kind of killed a lot of it. And then television came along and killed radio. And then, so now you've got YouTube and TikTok. And those are killing everything. And by killing, moving, it's like people who like classical music. They're 70 years old. They listened to classical music back in the 80s, right? Now we listen to classic rock, right? From the 70s and 80s. And this stuff there. It keeps going. It's a generational thing. It keeps moving. And movies are no longer the power. Just like radio used to be king. Everything was on radio. Then everything was on TV, and these people were so powerful. And they were talking about that. And, Paul Chato can tell you about all those things and what was king back then. And then movies were always the thing everybody wanted to be in. They're all gone. None of that power's there. And what has Disney not done? They put everything in streaming, which was a failed model from the beginning. It always has been. In everyone that's tried subscription stuff like that, they've always failed. Okay. Disney put everything in there, and they didn't put anything into online. Nothing into a TikTok type thing or any of that kind of stuff. They got nothing coming out in their studios, nothing coming out. The Muppets tried something for a little bit, right? But they weren't doing anything with any of their properties into what the next media stream is going to be. So Disney is just like Sears and Roebuck. Sears and Roebuck used to be the king of everything because they had the catalog they sent out. Everybody bought from Sears and Roebuck because that catalog went out there. And then Amazon came along, kicked their ass. And the people at Sears and Roebuck said, no, we're not doing that because nobody's going to abandon retail. Well, there are thousands of abandoned retail stores across the United States and many huge malls that are sitting there empty that beg to differ. Disney's done the same thing. Bob Iger is just an idiot. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Right?
I got real life experience, guys. I've seen it firsthand. So the Snow Kid, about 8 years old, went to see The Last Jedi and watched his hero Luke Skywalker die. After that, it was all downhill. He was a huge fan of the Avengers all the way up until Endgame, and then that went downhill. He was given a choice by Mexican Iron Man for getting his grades up to go to Disneyland or Universal Studios. he chose Universal Studios. When he used to have every lightsaber out there that was ever made. He didn't even want to take the choice of going and getting his own custom lightsaber. Then, when we went to Universal Studios, Halloween Horror Nights on a Sunday night was absolutely packed. And on top of that, I just had a Halloween stream where I was handing out candy. I think I had literally over 200 kids show up at my house. And I saw one Darth Vader costume, a couple Captain Americas, and a whole bunch of Spider-Mans. That's it.
I think
They're
Friday
losing
night
a generation. They're losing it.
Five Nights at Freddy's is a perfect example because what we need, what will continue to exist, is appointment viewing. That's why back in the cable television days, you had 100 million people tune in for the last episode of MASH, and people will tune in for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Any kind of event that requires and draws on people's desire
Must
to
see.
gather. And we have it here on YouTube. People like to gather on a live stream in the chat and hang out. With streaming, it drops on a day, and you don't have, if you don't watch it right then, you can watch it 5 hours from now or 5 days from now. It doesn't have that sense of everybody collectively experiencing it at the same time or needing to. You can't miss it anymore. You can just catch up on it.
Yeah, even releasing
you know-
day and date with Five Nights at Freddy's, CC, it still made global 217
And
million.
that's why I
movie,
refuse to believe
yeah.
that theaters are dead yet. I mean, I agree with most of what you said, Tox, but I've been saying
I didn't
this
say
while you-
theaters are dead.
And the Taylor Swift movie. I mean,
Exactly.
it
Hollywood
got people to get together with their friends and go to the.
Well,
theater.
Hollywood will
That's
just
why,
have to
there's,
adapt like they always have.
became an
to.
event, right?
But see,
and people are not going to these theaters. The theaters that I went to that used to be these big megaplexes that were always clean and going and do all that stuff and everything, they're dumps now.
But we're well past. So I agree with you, Tox, but we're well past when we normally would have rebooted Hollywood. Tom knows what I'm talking about. Probably many of you do here, and probably a lot of the audience. If you, by the way, for the 900 plus of you that are out there, please hit the appropriate like, share, whatever buttons you want to. But
And sorry, Jay's not here.
Yeah, Jay's not here this
could
week.
text him.
He's
Sorry
on the
about
way.
He's in the back.
But I'll
He's
tell you
dead
this much.
asleep.
Yeah, he's
The thing that's happened is that Hollywood is not adapted, and they usually go through cycles. It's about every 20 years, and we haven't changed. We go all the way back to, and this is in tomorrow's video, I think. But anyway, go all the way back to 20 years ago. And where are you at? Well, you're in 2000. Okay, there was been no reboot since 2000. Okay, go back 30 more years to 1970. That's the last time there was a Hollywood reboot. Nothing's changed. The original reboot in Hollywood started with a string of blockbusters. And that's where we got the term blockbuster. We got it from Jaws. We got it from the
Well,
first
that's
Star
not.
Wars film.
I got to correct you a little bit there, Culture. You are right about the 10 to 20 year kind of reboot.
Usually,
We
yeah.
did
usually-
have it in 2000s, and that was the home video craze of DVD that reinvigorated the industry. Like they were making as much money on some of those DVD releases, or more in some cases, than they were in theatrical releases.
But it didn't change Hollywood.
It did. Oh, it totally did. Oh, yeah. Like that I disagree with, because that was Matt Damon even had that speech, remember? Where he said, it used to be we could make movies and it didn't matter. We could make a movie like Good Will Hunting or whatever, and if it didn't make money at the box office, it wasn't a big deal because we know it would make its money on DVDs. Like those days are done. Right? So
Right,
that,
because
and
the
again,
media-
I'm not trying to say you're like wrong, but I'm just saying like that's the last closest thing we've had to a revolution. Because at that point, the studios decided to retake a look at some things that they had overlooked in the past, and they re-embraced the sequel and unfortunately the remake and reboot and shit like that. Yeah.
But at the same time, they also did something stupid, which we were talking about. They invested in streaming. They tried to chase Netflix money.
Well, that was the thing. Is they abandoned DVD before it was.
Yeah, and
But
so
that's
now
the thing. That may have been the cycle, and they went the wrong way.
The
this
wrong
time.
way.
Because the wrong way was going into streaming, and it killed their ability to make money in the theaters, because they kept putting things on streaming rather than the theaters. So maybe the revolution happened, but they're on the losing side this time. They didn't innovate in a way that helped them. It hurt them.
Yeah, and you know what? Over on Rumble, Gundam Zig says Montgomery Ward's and Best went first. Toys R Us, yeah. I mean, you had a bunch of failures. Sears, Kmart, all this stuff, and again, it all comes down to the lack of ability to adapt. Sears could have been, because they were always a catalog business. Sears and Roebuck, they could have been the biggest retail seller on the internet.
Oh
And
yeah,
they let that
back in the
be
day.
Amazon.
I had discussions with some of them about that. Their leaders and stuff there. They didn't think Amazon was a threat.
Yeah,
at all.
And you know what? I mean, you got KB Toys. I mean, I can go through 1,000 of these things. But now
Blockbuster didn't think that Netflix was a threat.
Right.
No,
dumb.
they didn't think it was there. And it just
Sears could have been Amazon. I mean, these are all things that are real, but
Sears was Amazon.
Yeah, I know, but not digitally.
But not
well,
online.
no, but at the time of the day, so it's all about the communication medium, the mass communication medium, and who has control of that. So Sears and Roebuck. So you had all the Woolworths and all those things and stuff. They had the individual stores and those things there. Sears and Roebuck was just a store in some city, and then they started sending out the catalog, and they figured out how to do delivery of things, because you could buy entire orchestras full of musical instruments from Sears and Roebuck, have it delivered to your house in Timbuktu or wherever.
You could
And they
furnish
just figured
your
out how to do
entire
that.
house. You could furnish
Exactly.
your entire
You could
house.
an entire house. My father has a 22 pistol. It's a Sears and Roebuck 22 pistol. Right? So they made them and had somebody do it and branded them themselves. So they made all kinds of stuff. So they basically are Amazon. There's nothing on Amazon that Sears didn't do first.
Well, there was
It's
a
just
halfway.
when the new medium came along, they were too stuck in their ways to change it.
Adapt or go extinct.
Exactly. And Universal has kicked Disney's ass.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Because
especially lately.
Diagon Alley and all that stuff that they're doing with Harry Potter World and those things there is way more than Disney's got.
Oh yeah, but they stole a lot of great Imagineers, a lot of artisans. I mean, I know some of those people.
Hell yeah,
but
you pay them about 10 to 20% more. You appreciate them and all that kind of stuff, of course.
Yeah. Well, and again, you took a lot of great minds, and you consult with a lot of Disney legends that can't be bought, and there's a lot of things that go into what they're doing over there. But at the same time, Universal understands where the next thing is, and they were already doing it. They just did it twice. Five Nights at Freddy's, huge success, super fast. Sequel's already on the way, and before that, they partnered with a wonderful animation and gaming company, Nintendo, to create Super Mario. So you have all of this, and then of course you back that up with the theme parks like Disney used to do. You back that up with merchandise like Disney used to do, and guess where you're at? You're incredibly successful. But what does Disney do? Disney throws all their weight behind identitarian politics, right? And you get a complete reboot for the third time of Blade. You get a complete reboot for the third time of Daredevil Born Again. It's born again and again. And you same thing is going to happen with things that aren't even Marvel. Snow White already has sunk costs of $330 million. And they have to go back and basically reshoot 85% of it. And they have to do CGI, which is going to be incredibly costly, which is why they pushed it back a year. Do you know why they pushed back Elio, their next animation project? 15 months?
Wasn't gay enough. Wasn't enough chicks in it.
No, they have to actually remove all the political messaging. Wish has political messaging in it. I mean, Disney is on the fail side of the equation. Universal's not.
The
and that's where
political
it talks
messaging
100%
also
right.
dates this material very badly. It's
It does.
dated. So 20, 30 years from now, people will look at it and go, what the hell was that all about?
Well, again,
It's not
you just
timeless.
exactly. That's beautiful. It's like
Disney
okay, so
used to be timeless. The old
everything,
Snow White,
music,
Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, timeless stories.
Yeah,
Watch them in any era.
yeah, but you're right because you're a music guy. Tox is a music guy, and you just talked about music that nobody's listened to, right? And that's the world that we're in. I mean, things that are timeless last forever. They're loved by every generation. things that are crafted, that have the expiration date written on them because they're only relevant to the now, they don't last long. It's one of the reasons why all of us create new content all the time, because a lot of it is we're covering what's happening now. Well, that has an expiration date. Sometimes we'll make something that's evergreen that'll last for a long time. But if people want to stay informed, they want to get a scoop, they want to find out what's going on with a project, stuff that most people aren't talking about, like, Highlander or whatever. Tom and I and Mr. H and several people have been talking about Highlander for a while now. And finally it gets a media push. But you've got all this other stuff that people aren't paying attention to, which is what we do. We try to focus attention on it. But it's a limited commodity. You can't go back and watch one of my videos from 4 years ago and find the same kind of relevance in it. It might be relevant in a different way, but
I can find a whole lot of humor out of it, but relevancy maybe
You're
not.
still sexy in it, so that's okay.
Yeah,
no, that's true. But anyway, final thoughts on this to wrap up the Marvel discussion, because I'd like to finish that out. I think the question is, where's Marvel going to be in 5 years? Seriously. Where's it going to be in 5 years? Go, Brian, you go ahead. What are you?
Unless there's a drastic change in senior leadership at Disney and Marvel, it will be stone dead. I mean, it's on its last legs now. I mean, and what they've got in the next 1, 2, 3 years in the planned, it just doesn't look like that's going to move the needle. So unless they have a complete change of ethos and decide to go back to writing stories that people want to see about characters people are interested in, it's dead. Because they can't keep bleeding money like that. I think they're done. They've shown there's very little inclination at Marvel, by the looks of it, to change course. So,
what happened with Disney buying? To go back to, somebody said that Disney has no video games to make movies out of, but wasn't Disney going to buy EA?
That was a trial balloon at best.
Where would they get that money from now?
Whatever happened, so nothing happened with that. Okay.
There was probably never anything going to happen with that. They don't have the money. Their financial situation, I think, is very close to what it was back in 87, 88.
Yeah. What are they doing with Comcast? I mean, don't they owe them a lot of money? What's happening?
They're going to be having to buy it for about $10 billion.
Well, I still put that number closer to 13, but I think you're right, Brahma. They are forced into that position, and they tried to lead the news cycle with, we're going to pay our 8.61 billion, and then whatever the balance is. Whatever the balance is freaking significant. I don't know.
I think that's the only news that they're going to try to spin to their benefit on the earnings call is, well, we got everything figured out with Comcast for 10 billion instead of 13 billion, although we had said 8.6, but 3.5 of it's going to be in stock and the rest is going to be in blah, blah, blah. I think that's what the earnings call is going to go like.
So,
well, there you go.
We're diluting your stock value now by XX. Oh my God.
Yes.
Correct. But they're paying off the 10 whatever billion or however much they ended up settling for on that. It was basically like a put. I mean, an options put. They got caught and now they're getting screwed and the bill is coming due. So they have to figure out some way to spin it because it was not a good
they're
bet.
selling India. I mean, that's where they're going to get
the country.
Like, no, all their
colonial.
Their linear assets in India are up for sale right now, and they are worth about 10 billion supposedly.
What, cricket?
I had no idea they owned
that kind of stuff.
No, their linear networks are there. They're getting rid of that.
Is that Star or are they getting rid of?
Star, it could be Star.
That's their streaming asset. I don't know if that's included, but it's the linear stuff they acquired with the Fox deal. So, but Marcus Quintus for $5 says, per legal mindset, Florida Disney state case will be in court on Wednesday during the earnings call. Yes, that's true. In fact, they probably set it up to go right before the earnings call happens. Maybe breaking legal news during VR stream. Oh, I think there will be. In fact, I will be on the road at the time that this call is happening, but believe me, if I can get any kind of a signal, not only will I be watching, I may be on some streams because this is pretty crazy. Yeah.
So
it's
culture.
nuts. Yeah.
The NBA bid is coming up for their their rights.
Yeah.
Does Disney ABC have enough liquid cash to be able to put in a bid to continue to have ESPN have any of those rights? Because right now it's split between ESPN and is it NBC?
They will have the available cash to upgrade their last offer, but probably not near where the NBA wants it. But they'll do whatever they can to get it done, which is why they're seeking a partner right now. This is one of those conversations.
And Peltz is definitely pushing to keep it as well. So he's got a lot of momentum with everything at the moment. So if he wanted to get rid of it with the way that things are going, I could see it happening, but he doesn't. So,
but could somebody else come in and take it away?
Well,
is there any YouTube? Is there anybody else that might come in and try to outbid NBC, Disney combined?
They can try. The thing is it's probably one of the most valuable properties to ESPN, and the only way they can be saleable or with some value is if they have all these contracts. Yeah. So I mean, if you step back from it and you look at it from that perspective, and you the big picture looks like I need these 4 sets of rights for these particular days, and I can share them to some extent with TNT, which is Warner Brothers, but I need to hold on to as much of these contracts as I can. I think that ESPN, Disney will hang on to Sunday night. Wait, no, Monday Night Football. Why did I do Sunday night? That's NBC. Anyway, they're going to hang on to whatever they have for football. But all these rights deals are coming up over the next 2 years. They have to re-secure nearly everything. And I think the only thing that's not settled in the next 2 years is the football contract. But Fox went out and spent a ton of money. This is what kind of hurt them. Fox went out and spent a ton of money on soccer, and they didn't really get the payback in the States. They did fine everywhere else, but in the States, not so much. So I think this is going to be a very interesting period of time. So I think you're spot on something there. But getting back to the Marvels, since you're also up right now, Brahma, where do you think Marvels is going to be in 5 years?
Or the Marvels is going to be, or
Marvel? Where do you think Marvel is going to be in 5 years?
I think they're hoping that the X-Men can save them, but it's the same people working at Disney that are making the same mistake with the Avengers and everything else. So I don't think the Marvels is going to be around. I really think we're going to video game movies. I think the day of the comic book is done. They had a major hit with Super Mario. They've had a few minor hits with other video game movies, and they will all pile on as quickly as they can. Until we're burnt out on video game movies. And then they're going to try to find something else. Because one thing you can say about Hollywood is they're consistent about, okay, this worked. Let's do it until it's burnt out to the point that nobody gives a crap about it.
Well, I asked the Snow Kid why he lost interest in all the Avengers stuff, because he started out kind of, watching the shows on Disney Plus with, I think, the first season of Loki, and he was really looking forward to Captain America. But once he realized that it was women empowerment, and it was all, women taking over his favorite characters, he tuned out completely. And all his friends are on the same boat. They don't have any interest. In fact, they were all hyped up for Five Nights at Freddy's. None of them are talking about the Marvels. None of them.
Exactly. You can't get kids interested in the comic book movies. But the second Five Nights at Freddy's was announced, they were all over it. Everybody who grew up playing that, they don't care about the things that we cared about. And the things that we cared about, I mean, the thing that made Marvel big was not kids, it was us. We were the ones who grew up with it. We were the ones who actually paid the money. Five Nights at Freddy, I mean, that thing, the reason it's doing as well as it's doing is because it was a niche thing aimed directly at the people that played the game, grew up with the game, and would definitely be there to watch the movie. Even though it released on streaming, My kids were like, nope, we're seeing it in theater. So it didn't matter that they could see it for free. They saw it in theater. Then they had rewatch parties with their friends on the streaming. So they may have lost a little bit of money there. But the people who watched it on streaming, for the most part, were not going to be people that were going to go see it in the theater.
Yeah.
They aimed the movie exactly where they wanted it, and they got what they got out of it. And what they got was much better than anybody anticipated.
And I think that's very telling for the future films. So indeed. Yeah. So there you are. I want to say, hey Wes, it's great to see you. Whatever cast, thanks for being here. 16 months. Thanks for the support, brother. Hello, hail to the panel and the best chat on YouTube. You are 100% right. Thank you for that, Wes. Got one more super to get to. It's our buddy Eric K saying $2 says ad. I don't know. I would have to listen and watch. I don't know either. Yeah. Hey, thanks for your support.
I pay for premium, so I don't have to see the ads.
I haven't seen any ads in a long time. Disney will release 6 Nights at Dave's. How about the movie 2 Showers a Day in Bob's Office?
I think Dave is a bit masculine. They'll probably pick a different name.
You guys remember when Amazon Prime was $39 a year?
Yeah.
How much?
Amazon Prime when it was $39 a year.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's $179 a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can expect YouTube Premium to be $200 the next 2 years.
It might be. I know. I wouldn't surprise me.
The subscription model doesn't work unless it's $300 or $400 a year.
Yeah. The same thing with the football packages, the sports packages, and all that.
Yeah, they never worked. The only way that they worked is you were already paying $200 a month for cable.
I watch all the NFL games for free.
And 30.
Bram and I watched the same exact number of NFL football games.
Zero.
Speaking of,
I'll give you guys a hint. It's called WYSIWYG. Look it up if you want to watch NFL for free.
What you see is what you get. Real quick, Mephisto's movie review says Culture. The mid-roll ads have started rolling out since November 1st. Creators have no control. Yes, I've heard. Speaking of not having any control, we've got our good friend, CC Karaoke. And he hasn't given us his answer on Marvels yet. So where do you think Marvels will be in 5 years, CC?
What, the whole Marvel universe?
Yeah, Marvel.
I'm a video gamer at heart. And for those who know the company Square Enix, they went through an issue back in the late 90s, early 2000s where they lost all their talent because they alienated their talent in 2 big waves. 2 big waves of talent from their company left to create new companies. Kind of like how everyone left Pixar, right? And it took them 20 years, really. I mean, 15, 20 years to recover. You can't replace that talent in the space of a year or two. I'm sure that there are talented people at Disney, but they've completely gutted what they had. They don't have the animation talent they used to have. Pixar doesn't have its original people. Lucasfilm does not have the people it had when they bought it. Marvel does not have the people they had when they bought it. It's going to take them an entire generation to find new talent, to replace all the talent they lost, to repair their brand image so that they can actually hire the talent. And now they're going to make things worse with Echo. Because whether Echo is good or bad, they're putting TVMA on the Disney logo. They're putting a guy's head being bashed into the side of a dumpster on the Disney logo. That's just going to create even more brand confusion. It was like, no, create a sub-brand, a different logo, and put that content there and repair the Disney logo to be family-friendly, campy, fun entertainment that it always was. And just top-notch animation. It's going to take them 20 years.
It's not easy to bring that talent back once you've let it go. The ones that are still working are out there doing it for other people in other places. Can't just drag them away that easily. And that costs money too, to attract talent back. And if there's no new talent coming up, because they don't have the correct credentials for a place like Disney now.
Oh, right. Yeah, that too.
Then who are they going to get? It's.
Can you blow me up for a second, Culture?
Sure.
Culture blew him.
Oh yeah.
Let's say.
So this is my favorite Marvel character ever. His name is Death's Head 2. He's extremely toxic. He's extremely masculine. He's quite the smartass. And he's just a hilarious, awesome, badass character. This is his #1 comic book from a part 1 of 4. I also have his other #1 comic where he beats up the entire X-Men. Now, this is his action figure that came out a couple years ago with the Legends series. Right? They put it through the Guardians of Galaxy promo, but that's the only action figure I ever have found of him. Disney will never make a movie of this guy, even though I would love to see it, because of his toxicity and the kind of, character that he is. He's too masculine, he's too badass, and he ain't female. And so that's the problem. You're basically ostracizing your entire fan base that grew up and loved the comics and loved all these masculine characters that we grew up to love. They're not here anymore. It's all these feminine ones, and I'm sorry, but they just weren't that popular when we were growing up.
Well, no, they might make a movie out of that, but you just won't recognize the character.
Oh, well, yeah, they'll chop his peen off and all that, but no, see, and I just
Queen Latifah is Death's Head.
Drives me nuts.
Joel,
hang on. It goes back to the Pandaverse. I mean, that's all this is. It's why that South Park episode resonated so much with everybody, right? You put a chick in it, and wreck the character you used to love. That's all it is, and it's not going anywhere, guys. We're gonna have that forever.
Yeah, we mustn't forget though that Jolie touched on it there that they haven't Disney hasn't just destroyed Marvel movies studio, they've destroyed Marvel comics.
Right.
And all the merchandising that goes with it.
Right.
That can't be rebuilt either.
They put Feige in charge of Marvel Comics just so that they can try and realign everything. But all that means now is that his narrative that he's pushing is going to go back to the comics. So
yeah,
Marvel's gonna be like what they were in the 90s. Except the difference is they might have a little bit more money in their back pocket than they did then.
But who's reading comics anymore, right? Who's reading them? Right. Very few people. Yeah. Those people are still out there. Yeah. There's just not enough of them to drive anything.
Visual novels, Japan, right? Anime,
graphic novels, manga.
Yes, the anime and all that stuff things come out of Japan, and Disney has nothing on that. Disney's problem is that they tried to be everything.
I mean,
they bought everything.
I was saying in the back chat, Attack on Titan. Yeah. After a 10-year run, that was a phenomenon for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. It just finished airing. Disney is not going to do that right now.
No.
Yeah, but you know that Disney's just going to fuck it up.
Disney's going to be Attack on Titas, not Titan.
Right. Oh wow! Careful now.
Culture. I know you were talking about Marvel directly, but as far as Disney goes, what I am interested in seeing is what happens. I mean, they just pushed back Snow White to 2025 now. They're putting another few $100 million or whatever into it because they've got to fix it. But Daily Wire, I don't know if you guys saw, Critical Drinker did a interview with Ben Shapiro this morning, or released the interview.
Oh wow!
Face to face.
Yeah.
And Ben Shapiro basically said, "Yeah, we'll hold on to the movie until they release it because we want to go head to head with Disney and show exactly how screwed up they have gotten. We will have a true to form Snow White going up against what they're throwing out there as Snow White." So, I mean, Daily Wire is a very small thing, but people are starting to nip at the heels of Disney. They're going to start getting attacks from other corners. Direct attacks.
I think they're being overtaken. I think they're being overtaken. And I think Universal's doing it. And I think they're doing it across the board. It's been 5 straight years now of Universal kicking their butt at animation.
They put Doomcock in She-Hulk.
Well, actually, I think
real quick. I need to get to Super and a wonderfully generous gift, and then you're welcome to go, Jolly. But whatever cast is $5 from our buddy Wes says, hot take: if the sequel trilogy were good, you will never get the feels you got from the original. Even if yes, that's true. Only new stuff can do that. That's 100% right. And finally, we had an incredibly generous gift from our friend Jay. Wow, thank you so very much. 20 Culture Casino memberships. I haven't played a clip all night.
You need to play a clip for that.
I haven't played a clip all night. This is for you, Jay, and everybody else who was incredibly generous this evening. Let's see. Should I play the Gary clip?
No.
No.
Oh God.
Do it.
Oh.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys.
I just wanted to point out that
once again.
If anybody has a shot of keeping these superheroes alive, it's Sony with their Spider-Man verse. They did a great job with that last Spider-Man movie by bringing, the other Spider-Man back. I loved it. Seeing, Tobey Maguire, reprise his role. I think that's the best successful Disney / Marvel's movie we've had in the last year or so, right? I mean, I can't think of anything else that really compared to the box office slam dunk that was. And like I said, when we did the Halloween thing and I was handing out candy, I saw tons of kids wearing Spider-Man costumes. Right. Tons.
My 4-year-old granddaughter was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
They said whatever she wanted to be Spider-Man.
Yep.
I had no Star Wars costumes. This was the first year, and I've lived here.
I did have one family.
I had no Star Wars costumes.
No Star Wars.
But I had 7 Harry Potter costumes.
Tons of Harry Potter. I had one family come up as Ghostbusters. So the little baby that they had was Slimer.
Nice.
And then they had everybody else in the thing.
Yeah, I had a kid in a Stay Puffed marshmallow suit. It was pretty good.
Oh, I love that.
I saw 2 Darth Vaders, and I didn't see any Rays.
No Rays.
Remember when Ray was all the rage?
I didn't even see a lightsaber all night.
I had a niece that was Ray like 4
Any
or 5 years
Captain
ago.
Marvel?
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Nope.
That was my costume.
I saw a few Captain Americas. There was a few of those that stumbled through.
I don't think comic book movies are dead completely if you had if they focus on the legacy characters like Superman, we're talking Marvel now, but Superman and Batman and Spider-Man, well, it's Marvel, but done well with the right actor cast in the role, well written and with a great director, it would still be popular.
But
those characters,
he's never going to do that.
No, they're not. But those would still work.
Well, they would if they'd ever worked previously. They never have. See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So we're all talking about Marvel films here. Okay, all right. Iron Man wasn't a mainstream character.
No,
he was not.
So
that had
Mother was
nothing to
someone
do
like
with
Captain America.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the story, with the comics. It had everything to do, all right, with the story and the actors and the movies that they made.
Yeah,
that's what made them popular and important.
Kind of what I'm trying to say.
Right. Well,
so why did they
but
pick Iron
DC's
Man
never
to
going to
make
do
that
that because DC for some reason sucks balls when it comes. They have Batman and Superman. They should be making billions off of that all over. They've squandered away everything that they've done with Harry Potter by that bullshit that they did with these last 3 films on the whatever
Fantastic Breasts and Where to Feel
Fantastic
Them.
Beasts or whatever. So there's no chance that these are going to come back in my lifetime. Not going to happen because it's generational. It's done.
Yeah. What were you asking, Six?
Why did they pick Iron Man for that first Marvel movie?
Well, it wasn't really their pick. I mean, it was Ike Perlmutter, Jon Favreau, and a few other people wanting to start up this new version of Marvel Studios.
And they got Robert Downey Jr. really cheap back then.
In fact, that was a sell, as Six knows, that they had to sell RDJ to Ike. Ike was not down for it.
He was still
and
coming
it
off.
Didn't cost that much to make that film.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, think about how that film still gives you the feels, right? We were talking about that a minute ago. That film still gives you the feels. You can go back. Six, how many times you watched the original Iron Man film? I mean, that's
dozens. I love it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Marvel film.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so that's where it takes one great idea, and movies are hard. And I'm going to repeat something that a lot of smart people here on YouTube have said. Movies are hard. Getting a movie made is like winning the lottery. Making a fantastic hit is like winning $1 billion in the lottery. I mean, it's like you don't. These don't happen often. It's like less common than a lightning strike when you get something like what happened to Marvel. And it was all it was germinated because of that first film, then the second film, and it snowballed. Because prior to that, think about it. Were the two previous Hulk films something that you just went charging after? Loved,
people try to forget them.
Well, Ang Lee's Hulk wasn't a part of the MCU, so.
Although
that's
do
true
love me
because
some Jennifer Connelly. Oh man,
technically the MCU did not exist in its current form until the first Iron Man film. But let's set that aside for a moment. I get to this comment from Marcus. It says, remember the Marvel superheroes Safe Space and Snowflake? I do because I still didn't have my book. Freaking Amazon canceled it.
The new Warriors.
Yeah, the new Warriors. Yeah. Anyway, no, you're right. Nobody's going to remember those characters in 50 years, and that's good for that little knob-headed comedian guy.
They were too obvious when they got that woke. Yeah,
Kibblesmith. Kibblesmith was where I learned how to use puppetry animation for images.
Puppetry. What's that?
Thank him for that.
What? And the industry is awash with kibblesmiths now. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah, but actually, all of Disney is a kibblesmith.
Look at Google Trends on the Beatles.
Oh yeah, because the last song was released. Yeah, their last song.
But like over the years, they've gone down and down and down and down. Even the Beatles. Like I use them as an example because they're the band that's so big they can never be forgotten. But they kind of are being a little bit forgotten.
Until last week.
I want to push back on that just a little bit, but I also want to say that Big Daddy MRI was in the chat, right? We talk about things being generational. He passed along ELO, Moody Blues, a couple of other pieces of music to his kids, and they were blown away, loved it because it's something they'd never heard that actually had musicality to it. You know what I mean? So maybe it's partially our fault for not passing along the great things, and allowing for the inferior things in the vast quantity that they exist to infest our daily lives, to bring on the cultural rot that we're in right now. We used to preserve culture in a very wonderful and unique way. We don't seem to do that very well anymore.
Right. Well, I would push back on your pushback.
Okay.
Because I heard the same kind of things that we're saying now about what they're doing to our culture and that kind of stuff when I was younger from the people that were now my age back then, right? So why do I say that Marvel's not going to come back during my lifetime? I, knock on wood, got 25, 30 more years left, okay? The reason I say that is because the people watching those films are not 18. They're not 25. They're not even 30. They're above 30. All right. That demographic dies off at 49. So most of the people talking about this stuff are already past the demographic. It's over. Nobody young is talking about this crap.
Right.
I see my kids who used to be into this. Oh, it was great. The superhero movies, all this stuff, Flash, Flash, Flash. None of them want to go see these films anymore. No. Now they will go see Barbie because that Barbenheimer thing was great advertising.
Marketing skill.
That was advertising, marketing, and all this stuff. That hit it from there. They don't have that anymore. They've gotten too wrapped up in themselves, but that's what happens. Disney's bought too much. Disney has to be divested. They're not going to do it on their own because Iger's not that smart. And whatever you want to say about Bob Iger, he's not that intelligent, or else he would have already done these things. Disney needed to start divesting entire parts of what they had and make it competitive.
Get back to their core business, which was
so those people that left, the Imagineers and all that stuff,
movies.
When they can afford to take this IP back because Disney has to dump it, like Warner Brothers is dumping all their IP, that's when you're going to start seeing, in about 5 to 10 years after that, them having enough money from foreign investors, whatever, to put something together. But they're going to have to do small. When did most of Hollywood's money didn't come from the blockbuster? It came from the $6 to $7 million film that made them $30 million.
Right.
Sure. But just we've strayed far from the point in a great way. I'm not criticizing us at all. But
I thought that was the point. I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying because I was trying to find out. So, since you were talking about that and you're headed in the direction, I just want to restate the question: where's Marvel going to be in 5 years? What are your thoughts? Yeah, I think so too.
Dead in the water. They're not going to have anything out.
Spider-Man will be fine.
But I don't consider Spider-Man Marvel. I consider Spider-Man Sony.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Marvel went away when Disney bought them. Just like Star Wars went away when Disney bought them. They're all gone.
Yeah, Spider-Man is Marvel. And Batman or Superman, you can argue, are DC.
All right.
Yeah, Batman should be fun too.
Most successful superhero thing of all time by far.
Avengers.
Spider-Man.
Oh, altogether, right?
Yeah, altogether, right? You may say, well, the Avengers was an event. I get that. It was an event thing. That goes back to CC's point. Once the event happened, what happened to Marvel and the MCU and the MCU? Died. Why? Because the event was done. We saw everybody did all this stuff.
Post-coital regret. Yes.
Exactly. All of everybody's in there, and Iron Man dies. So the one person that launched it, the one movie that everybody goes back to as being one of the best, if not the best. People say Winter Soldier. I didn't like the film. But Iron Man, I don't know anybody that can say they didn't like Iron Man.
Yep.
As a film that watches any of this stuff. You killed off that character. What did you think was going to happen? That was the heart of everything that you were doing. And you killed it.
They even hit a home run with Guardians of the Galaxy, which was not that popular of a comic, but it was interesting characters. Yeah.
Yes. But I have to say, that was one of those lightning strike things where you had the right director, you had the right actors, you had the right story written.
And interesting characters. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
They were all written well. I mean, even Taserface was freaking hilarious.
Great too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The music. Yeah. You had the Member Bears and stuff from there, but
good soundtrack. Yeah.
The soundtrack was great, but you had to have Star-Lord. That's him. Done. It's Robert Downey Jr. Done. He's Iron Man. Always. Right? Chris Pratt.
Which is why they're going to have to pay him a vault.
To get him to come back.
I heard that's what they're going to do.
He's agreed from all reports.
I can smell the desperation.
Yep.
That will only work.
Let's continue on. I get to a couple more of these real quick. Shellback says, please go back to talking about Culture's pigtails.
No.
What percentage of the population that's born with a tail?
Vestigial tail?
Those are MCU.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the body has many sphincters.
Culture does have a coccyx, it's true.
I actually think I gave everybody the number during a stream.
Oh my God.
But anyway, a raid specialist is $1.99 in debt now to me. Saying, Snowda, what does your kid watch and rewatch? That's a good question.
Well, let's see here. So, okay, for a while there, it was, before the MCU really took over, he had the last two Avenger movies on repeat. I mean, he was watching them suckers over and over again. I would also say, lately he's starting to get into classic horror movies. Like he's been wanting to go see, when the Halloween month was coming through, the theaters were showing old horror movies. He was going to see old Jason movies, Shining, even The Exorcist. He's 13, so he's kind of on that age where horror movies are pretty fun for young boys. But to CC Karaoke's point about the Beatles, my son was, or Snow Kid, I should say, was born a year after Michael Jackson died, right? But he became infatuated with Michael Jackson. Loved him, had to watch all his videos, had to have all his music, loves his music to this day. So there is a chance of bringing the next generation in to our favorite musicians and movies and stuff. It's just all about hitting the right marks, hitting the right, the right feels, Yeah.
The reason I brought that up is because the Beatles are a band that's blocked worldwide. You can't you can't share it. Like there's no viral marketing for them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
today's youth have no way to share it with their friends. You can't TikTok it, right? You could discover it personally, but then you have no way to get your friends interested in it.
They're incredibly copyright blocking sensitive. 10 seconds of their latest music video with no music, just 10 seconds of the beginning of it. Bang, you're blocked.
They're one of the harshest. And I look at the Google trends and I see them going down year after year, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, they are one of the biggest bands in history. They're the band that'll never be forgot. But if you treat that property poorly, and obviously not knowing in the year 2023 that today's generation requires that viral marketing.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's
even
whoever owns whoever owns the rights to the Beatles music is too stupid to understand what's going on.
And it's hurting that property
that's
in a
because
big way.
they got stuck in how they're making their money. There are too many people with a piece of that pie, right? And they're not going to give up that piece of that pie in order to maintain it going forward. And
is that what happened to Elvis? Because I noticed this next generation really doesn't know who Elvis was.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
I know a lot of the rappers do, but yeah.
Right.
I know that chat was directed at Snowdub, but as the only other person that has like teens on the panel, my teens watch The Office over and over and over. They've watched Community over and over and over. They've watched Bob's Burgers. That's what they watch. They do not watch anything coming out today.
My kids came running into me and they said, "Have you ever seen this show Friends?"
Yeah. And it's
they all love Friends.
I would say South Park still kind of relevant. My kid does watch a lot of South Park stuff.
Right.
I mean,
and
especially
as far as
after
music,
a week ago.
As far as music, I've got them. They know every grunge band there is. They know everything from the 90s and 2000s.
Yep.
And then they know what's going on currently, which I don't have any knowledge of what's going on currently because music died for me at about 2003. But, I mean, when we get into the car,
spoonful.
When we get into the car, they are forced to listen to whatever I like to listen to. I control the radio in the car. So, I mean, they've got Three Dog Night is my 19-year-old's favorite band.
That's a great band.
My 14-year-old loves The Offspring.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, of course. So.
Yeah.
He was a good friend of mine.
So, I mean, you can definitely expose them to it. I don't know that they would listen to it on their own necessarily, but they have made their own playlists that they know that when they're with me, if they want a playlist played that I will allow in the car, it's the songs that they like that I like. And I did an experiment. Yeah, I did an experiment when my daughter hit high school, my oldest daughter, when she hit high school. I went and found the metal versions of every one of the stupid pop songs that was on, like Britney Spears, Katy Perry, all that stuff. It was like, okay, we'll listen to your songs, but we're listening to a metal version of it. And I would put that on in the car, and all of their friends, like if they were riding with us for carpool or after school, whatever, I mean, they were like, oh, this is so freaking awesome. I mean, it's the songs we like, but these are so cool. I mean, so there are things you can do as a parent, even to the current music, to make them listen to a different, genre of it. And it's not just being forced to listen to mindless pop music.
I think you kind of hit on it. You had to find it. Mr. Tickle Trunk in the chat mentioned that.
Yeah, I went and found it, but I mean, it's out there. I mean, Lauren Babick, Halocene, there's so many bands that, I mean, I found a lot of them through Mike at XLR7, who we've had on Comics Division's channel many times. He has a lot of connections to a whole bunch of bands that do a whole bunch of covers. Dan Vask doing covers, metal covers of pop songs. And that is where you can almost kind of bridge the connection. There's no way I'm listening to today's pop music. But yeah, somebody brought up Jonathan Young. There's no way I can listen to that music. I absolutely can't stand it. But it's where my daughters and I can bond in that I have found a medium that is their stupid music with my stupid taste, I guess. So
well,
then everybody's a little bit happy.
Yeah, speaking of a little bit happy, we need to start to round out real quick. Anybody not get a chance to answer that question about where Marvel's going to be? 6?
Anybody that cares.
I disagree with you guys. I think it's going to adapt and change, and we'll still be getting characters from the comics that they're going to pull out of their buttocks. So I disagree.
We'll see what happens with the X-Men. That's going to be a big deciding factor.
I think so. I think Deadpool is going to be the telling point, but that's a ways away. So let's do this. Does anybody have anything they want to promote? If so, go.
I'd like to promote the end of the stream.
There you go. And check out my website, beachpunk.us, where you can get amazing gear, hats, everything. I mean, just wonderful stuff, constantly being updated on the regular, because Toxic Man Flu works his little flu butt.
Working on a new line of stuff right now.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of things coming. So, check that out. And of course, we've got anybody else here? I know that there's the hockey guys and all of that.
Saturday night, 10 p.m. Mountain. Me and Brian, that 70s rock fan, we do a show on bourbon and boarding. It's hockey and having a couple drinks. So
there you go.
And you saved the booby and motorboating for Rumble.
Oh boy.
Who?
On this
you
stream?
And Brian.
I've never motorboated Brahma ever. That's just a lot. That's a total to refute that allegation completely.
Bummer.
So if we're ever in the same place, same time, I'd like to see Brian and Brahma put their heads together and bend over and have 6 motorboat their heads. I think that would be great.
No, that would be interesting.
Oh, I would do that. Yeah.
I would pay for that. Speaking of which, Mr. Tickletrunk paid $2.
And these two.
Mr. Tickletrunk paid $2 Canadian to say, "Just start a back in my day podcast."
Well, it's pretty much what my channel is.
Haven't I done this?
That's your sticky bacon off my lawn.
My lord.
I'd like to plug my channel real quick. The
Things.
Snow Dub channel. If you love puppets, give me a sub. I am getting real close to a milestone, almost to 2,500 subs. So
yeah, baby.
Hook me up, baby. Hook me up. If you love puppets, puppet lives matter.
You go, girl. It's your birthday.
No, it's your birthday.
In 2 days.
It's 2 days away. Tuesday.
It's close.
Oh, okay.
What are you going to be?
All right. Well,
76
let's
this year?
see. Say again.
You're going to be 76 this year, right?
I don't know.
Lord.
53
minimum.
I don't know.
And
But I know
think-
this.
I was gonna
70s
say-
does something he wants to talk about, I'm sure.
Well, Brahma plugged the hockey show, and
You plugged in.
other stuff
Okay.
happens on my channel.
Yeah, you
Doing
okay,
mildly well. But
so
I would
you're-
like to say that we talked a lot tonight about preserving culture, and I think that's true. We should preserve culture. I'm thinking in amber, perhaps,
Oh, wow.
or maybe aspic, or something that would preserve culture.
Well, I
do you
think,
think, guys?
resin
We could
isn't there like a...
cryogenically freeze them.
We could,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, just let me eat some pizza. And finally,
And they can mix it with frog DNA and recreate it.
finally, before we get to 6, we got
Culture
CC
made the frogs
Karaoke,
gay.
who, believe it or not, does actual karaoke.
Every Friday night, I do
you
karaoke. Tom is always there. Sometimes Culture Casino's there. We just sing songs. And on Thursdays, every other Thursday, I'm also now starting a music video show because MTV doesn't play music videos anymore. So,
Amen.
my friends and I decided, hey, let's play them ourselves.
Hey, and you have a brand new streaming system to make that happen. So I can't wait.
As
to see
long
what
as
that-
it doesn't crash on us, yeah.
Yeah, stop doing that. But James Caserta says nobody matters. I disagree. You all matter. I appreciate you. Jaco's in the house. What's going on? Maybe Humans here says 90s and 2000s had the best music. I think it was really good.
Except for the 80s.
What?
Wait a minute.
That would
Argentum
be
says,
the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Yeah. Argentum says mummification. I don't know. They have to pull your brain out of like your nose holes. Doesn't sound like a good time. Carbonite culture. Thanks for the suggestions here. And there's our buddy Darth Scipio saying, What music do you listen to for a pick-me-up? Beatles, Creedence, early rock? That's a good question.
70s porn.
I listen to the Hot Pockets theme song.
Is that the three choices, or could I pick something else? If it was
Pick something else. It's a
It's
solicitation.
not a choice. He's asking what you did.
Yeah.
I always find that really. Well, Creedence is a great choice. I'm not saying that there wouldn't be other ones, but if I felt like just getting the blood pumping, that'd be a good choice. Yeah, Creedence.
If I pick one song, not necessarily a band. Andrew WK, Party Hard.
Okay.
That's the automatic pick me up, pump me up song.
So not Queen's Who Wants to Live Forever.
I would
Nobody wants to live forever.
I mean, today
look at the way I
can
smoke
give
and drink. Obvious.
I can give you an example from today. I felt like listening to something that was kind of upbeat and the old blood pumping. I put Thin Lizzy on, Live and Dangerous album.
I think Van Halen.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Pre or post Van Hagar.
Van Hagar?
No. Pre Hagar. And then I think maybe Crew. I think Kickstart My Heart is probably one of those things that could get me working out like some of the hardest in the gym. There's some Metallica I can really go bananas in the gym too.
So you haven't heard any of those songs in a while,
Bananarama.
What do you mean?
Sure, about Ace of Base.
Bananarama is a good choice.
6 got it.
I think everybody got it. I'm just trying to decide in what way I have to dispose of your body. 6, you're it on the final call. What are you going to promote? Is it going to be me, Tom, yourself? What are you going to do?
Gangnam Style.
It's going to be Tom and Andre
There you
in
go.
11 hours, Midnight's Edge in the morning.
See, she has a great voice, but she doesn't sing.
That would pick me up, listening to 6 singing.
I know.
Yeah,
that's a different kind of pick me up.
All right. On that note, we have rounded out. It is 200 of you still sticking with us the whole way. We had 900 something in here for a while.
Damn clip. I'm leaving.
And then all of a sudden, the commercial hit. We got just everybody left. I don't control the commercials. It's freaking the tube, and the tube has started dropping those everywhere now.
You know who doesn't play commercials? Rumble.
No.
Rumble.
I don't know how long that's going to last because YouTube's going to eventually run ads on everything and just not give you any revenue. But it is.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
On that note, if you've never been here for an outro, stick around because it gets weird.
Leave.
If we have to stay,
weave now.
Weave now.
If we have to stay,
to give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around. And first, you never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie, you never gonna to give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around. And first, you never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie, you never gonna to give you up, never gonna let you down.
Hey, Balds.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
I
wonder how this happened.
Cece, what picks you up to sing when you're doing? I mean, I've watched you do karaoke streams. What would you sing to uplift you?
Oh, I love the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know if I'm going to impress the audience with it, but I mean, I love some
Makes
Black
you
Sabbath
feel
any
good to
day.
do it. Well, Black Sabbath was one of my choices actually. I was like, if I would put Neon Nights on, and that would really
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Sure. Nirvana is fun.
I think it's you up to sing. To sing it makes you feel good. That's good.
I should come on and do some Black Sabbath as Christopher Walken.
Wow.
Generals,
yes, please.
They're gathered in their masses.
That is.
I mean, they're like witches. They're like witches at black masses. Come on,
with my woman. Walken sings Sabs. Wouldn't that be a great album? That would be so good. You see, actors used to make albums back in the day. I mean,
I am
Shatner, and
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Fucking stupid!
Oh, hi, Six.
Hi, Mike. How you doing?
I'm okay. I just got back from the doctor. Dr. Wang Gao.
Is everything okay?
Well, he says we can go ahead and do the laparotomy, but if I don't like it, then we can reverse it and do a addictomy.
Mike, I know I'm not your type. I appreciate you so much, though. You're the
I
best.
appreciate you too, Six. Girlfriend, we should go shopping sometime.
We should, yeah. You can go to the sex toy shop.
Oh, I like that. Let's pick out matching strap-ons.
Yeah, extra large.
Then we'll go see Tom.
Neighbors bothering you with their loud music? Your boss or coworker harassing you?
Wait, what? Who said that?
Maybe you have a roommate who cries in their sleep. Bully Mays here with a solution that proves every problem has a mortality rate. Introducing Shank Crate, your all-in-one monthly subscription box that can take care of those in-your-face issues. Each box contains new and unique materials for you to build your very own custom shank.
Oh my gosh.
And for your protection, the contents of each box are totally secret until you receive it. And not only does it create solutions, it also serves as a creative outlet, like an adult form of Lego.
Oh yeah. Right? That is a literal knife's edge.
Maybe you, like some of our other customers, have questions.
Can I bring it to school?
Who's ever heard of a pencil not being allowed at school?
Can you store it in a pocket?
Absolutely.
What if you don't, have any pockets?
Your discretion. Whether you're conscientious about the earth or just not opposed to being a good steward of the environment, each Shank Crate and its contents are made of 100% recycled materials to make sure we're environmentally friendly. And if you order now, we'll be extra sensitive to the environment and keep all the original fingerprints on the items for your convenience. All for the low cost of $19.99 a month. Call 626-831-9333 to get your Shank Crate today. If you call now and secure your monthly subscription for only $19.99, you'll get your very own alibi insurance for those slightly stickier situations. But wait again, there's even more. To be inclusive, culturally respectful, and as patriotic as possible, each monthly box is themed after a unique prison in the US of A. So call 626-831-9333 now to get your very own unique, patriotic, and environmentally friendly Shank Crate with your own personal alibi insurance.
Tox, I have really smart viewers and members here. Christopher Dominguez sent us a member chat just a little bit ago, and it was 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s music is superior. I think so. I think that's right.
Yep. Access of Awesome, 4-chord song. All of the great songs throughout history, 4 specific chords. And they can all be fit in there. There's the Dead South. I like them. They have one, In Hell, I'll Be in Good Company. Great song. You can see that on YouTube. It's got hundreds of millions of views. Great tune.
Yeah.
Dead South is good, man.
Yeah, I mean, you could basically start a reaction channel for good music you can find on YouTube, and you could do pretty well with that, I would imagine. But
I think we should start a weave reaction channel where we look at other people who have hair weaves and we point them out.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I think that'd be fun. What is also fun is if you'd get all this beach punk product out so that we can
Jesus Christ,
more
you know how much time I've been spending on that.
Hey, all I know is that now
we got us accepted in Google.
I know, I heard. I'm very excited about that.
No, I am not. That is a tremendous amount of work.
I'm really excited.
Just wait till Amazon. Well,
all right.
People need to buy more stuff.
There's a clip I have to play. Because I didn't get to play it.
Is that a clip of my crotch? How much longer do we have? Because I'm
kind of we're wrapping it. We're wrapping it.
It's a nice shirt.
We're doing what I recommend.
I'm wearing the current year with Ian K test shirt.
Yeah. Wait till I get my hat. I've been waiting on my hat. Need my hat.
Yeah. So I found something out. If you do a mug, it takes extended days to get your stuff. So I'm going to try and figure out how to split that out. I did find swimwear and some other stuff, so we're going to be looking at that. I'll need help.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce the Gary clip.
You son of a bitch.
Wow.
Greetings, fellow beings. Buckle up because...
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up, cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you shut the fuck up real bad.
A-hole.
And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Get it up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back.
Dead again.
Am I late? Did the show start yet? Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I just wanted everybody in the chat to know that I brought plenty of penis for everybody. Hang on. Here it is. Who needs penis? Y'all can have some. I'm willing to share. Penis for everybody. Anyone? Anybody want my penis?
Do you have style and flair? A bit of savoir-faire? Well, you're in luck. For just a few bucks, it's not out of reach. Time to get back to the beach. That's right. Beach Punk is now available for a limited time exclusively from Mixed Tees. The Make America Beach Again line is top-notch, top quality, and all about answering that question, are you beach enough? I know I'm Knuff. Are you? Be prepared for your very own beach off. We've got towels. We've got t-shirts. We've got muscle tanks too. And if you're cold-blooded, we also have hoodies. Not to mention mouse pads and so much more. Check out the ever-expanding line of Beach Punk gear available at Mixed Tees. Your home for YouTube-exclusive clothing from your favorite creators. From the minds of Dick's Division comes Beach Punk. Are you Knuff?